time to go viral. I'm homicidal, I'm killing all my rivals. I'm the man, shit, I put that on the Bible. I Spotify my target, cause you know I got the title. Hey, I'm a Mac too. I told baby shake that ass like she Apple. She said it's real, so she got my name tattooed. House full, so I hit it in the back room. Oh, baby said she needed now, peep the urgency. I want a little Kim before she had the surgery. Leg spread on that hardcore poster. She love twerking, she just do it for the coach. Big dog, bull massive. 6 tray Chevrolet, I'm classic. All these niggas mad at me, that's tragic. The main bitch in the bed, that's graphic. Yeah, we about to go viral. Hey, we about to go.
Yeah, what's happening, man? What's up with it, man? We back again with another one. You feel me? Viral in the building, glasses in the building.
What's happening, dog?
What's up, man? You done had some interesting opinions as of lately, as usual, per usual.
I don't even be thinking they that interesting, bro. I ain't even lie. I be surprised niggas be even thinking that they worth talking about.
I'm starting to think you just raised me. I said, there's no way this nigga believes half of this shit he's saying.
Tell me one thing you think I don't believe.
Okay, so the last conversation that we had, you commented and said, oh yeah, let's start with that conversation right there.
Yeah.
When we was saying partying in the hood at this stage, if you successful, makes 0 sense. Like, we need to do better.
No, so that's not what the video was saying. It was lying about homies. It's saying your homies and say you need to come around here. I didn't like that. Like, I'm listening to what he's saying. He like, and to his defense, he was like, yeah, man, I really ain't into it, but I don't know. I'm like, nigga, your homies ain't begging you to come hang around.
And you talking about college.
He's talking about college.
Yeah, but he was saying that. I'm like, homies ain't telling you to come hang around like niggas telling you to come ruin your life. I don't like a lot of niggas representing like how we grow up as niggas trying to cause your demise. I feel like that's one of the biggest motherfucking lies about people that grew up where we come from.
That shit ain't no lie though, bro. Like, niggas do, certain niggas, I'm not gonna say everyday homies, but certain niggas, if you from a hood and you make it and you ain't coming around as much as they feel you should come around, cut them, come to the set. Mm-hmm. Blood don't be in the set.
But even saying
that's what he was really saying.
But that's not even really true. Because don't nobody think you supposed to be around this motherfucker. You know the type of motherfucker to think you. Most of your homies ain't thinking that. Most of your homies is rooting for you to win. But somehow we get in front of these mics, in front of these people, and start acting like our homies has been our worst enemies in this situation.
Let's keep it because I'm gonna say it's factors to it. The type of caliber nigga you is.
Facts.
That plays a big part. Because even just regular homies that ain't gotta be nothing, niggas will still be like, I ain't been in the set forever. And niggas will look at you crazy.
Or he not built like that. They go try to tear down your character, whether it's your gangbanging status or your civilian status. They go have something to say about it.
But let's be honest, bro. Most of these niggas that we talking about is using these communities. They didn't grow up with these niggas. These niggas ain't been their friends their whole life.
So that's what I was going to allude to. Are you talking about more of, because even in your section, there's still a tighter knit. That's why you got cliques or different factions of the set. So what I'm saying is, your tight knit, your for real day ones, I get what you're speaking to. They not about to question that because y'all typically on the same time anyway in life. Your peer, whatever.
I guess I'm saying if you a nigga really from where you from, that ain't the.
You ain't gotta explain.
And nobody really. Yeah, you'll hear the normal thing of people missing you, and you know how niggas don't know how to vocalize they miss you. But if you a real homie, like, ain't nobody trying to tell you to come around here and ruin your life. Like, it's niggas, you have independent niggas asking you about shit like, man, could you do this? Could you? But that ain't the collective. And I'm tired, like, of when our community be represented, like, that's the collective thought.
I don't think it's necessarily come ruin your life. You being there could ruin your life because anything can happen at any point in time. Rest in peace, Nip. We saw what happened with Nip. Sure. I don't think he was planning on getting smoked that day. I'm in the set. I'm in front of my building. I got the homies around.
Sure.
Shit could just happen, nigga. You might gotta perform based on your homies doing some shit, or okay, the ops just felt like riding through that day.
I don't think that's really the thought, right? I think that's like, yeah, we live in a place where some war and sometimes happening. I don't think we disagreeing with that. I'm not saying that. I'm telling you, when you come around the way, there should be a reason. Okay, when you get in this business right, like there's an opportunity of a lifetime. Right, you could really help your friends, not yourself. Like a lot of niggas getting this shit, they can help themselves. If you helped yourself, you did the wrong thing with this because it's a lot of opportunity. So a lot of niggas getting the business, and you supposed to be out there. I had this conversation with Perico the other day. I'm like, bro, why are you hanging out on Broadway? There's nothing wrong with Broadway. Broadway been Broadway for us.
Yeah.
But why are you there? Like, what's your point being there? You just came from doing a TV show, right? You doing a TV show.
Wait a minute, ain't that what Kali said?
That's literally what we were saying.
No. That's not what y'all saying. Is there's a pressure to be around.
No,
that's what he
took that
said.
out of context.
He said, why would you come back? It makes no sense.
No, but I'm saying, so again, that's different too.
Like, let's say, but we thinking more so it's common sense. Like the same thing you telling G Perico, because wasn't we talking about Fab and Dave?
Okay, so to
Quite
get
literally.
hold on. So to get the
Context.
it all started. Rest in peace, E. Wash. We were talking about
And the young lady.
and the young lady who lost her life at the block party in Compton in the Wilmington Arms on the 4th of July. So I had my take on it, and a lot of people got mad because I said, why the fuck would you be at a block party in the Wilmington Arms? Especially if you're not from there. You know something finna happen. I don't care if y'all had 2 or 3, that was cool. Niggas in the hood, any hood in America, something's happening, especially the 4th of July. So Kali was basically alluding to, after we was talking about Fab and Dave East getting into it about Fab not wanting to hang out in the hood. Nigga, why would you? What's the point? If you're not coming to like open up a business or you got a grand opening or something, what the fuck is the point of you just pulling up?
Non-profit type things.
At that level. It's too much of a risk. You gotta help from a distance, in my opinion.
So pulling back, right? So even what he was saying, like, because I saved it on purpose. Even what he was saying was the rhetoric was about our people that grew up where we grew up at. It wasn't about our decision. And like when I'm talking to Perico, I'm talking about his decisions. Where we grew up at is where we grew up at. Like our life changed, their life ain't changed. Homie's life ain't changed. It's not about if it's bad or good. Like first off, like 4th of July, if you go hang with your people, it's not. I don't agree with that. I don't think there should ever be a reason that you cut your people off outside of them trying to bring harm to you.
Not cut them off.
We didn't necessarily even say that. We was more saying when you get to a certain status, it's like
it's different ways to celebrate.
It's levels of things you do. You're not gonna. Everybody's not gonna get to a certain level. You're gonna see them in regular spots. Now we no. What I mean is you can go to different spots and elevate. So I'm not gonna be at house parties no more. We elevated to the club. I'm not going to the club. We elevated to spots where I make it cracking because you are the person.
Yeah, but this is a sensitive situation, right? Because it's like somebody lost their life, and I don't want to take that for granted in the conversation. But again, like when we talking about something happening in the community and they throwing a celebration, the one thing I don't want to tell no rapper is that there's a reason to be at that thing. Oh, this you in danger. That's not true. There is dangerous elements that happen around the fold, and that is true. But it's important that we in our community. That shit is important.
But it's other ways we can be in our community. You know Joe Moses, he got a football team. He got the LA Chiefs. You got Snoop, who got the Snoop League. It's other ways you can be a part of the community without being in farm or danger. You can do good for the hood.
Yeah, but that's not true. You could be in that same danger. Like if let's say Dog got a game at Poly, he go to that game. That same danger.
But they metal search. No,
that same danger.
You understand the skirming, right? But you understand, you quite literally understand the skirming.
Yeah.
So if you understand the skirming, it's really not much to elaborate on. Just you know when and when not to. Specifically when you're privy to something like that. You've been in that.
But that's
you
my
know.
point. The 4th of July,
I get your point. It's more so not making it seem like every time we go to the hood, something got to be something.
and it's only matters to me, bro, because we talking about all us.
We are, but it's chess, not checkers. And I'm just saying, even Boosie himself say, it be your own kind.
Quite
Yeah,
literally.
Fuck that. Fuck what cuz talking about.
That's what you're saying.
No,
But
that's
it's
because it be him.
No, bro, it's just in general.
No,
bro.
listen.
Okay,
Listen,
I can
it's
agree with what
him,
you're talking
cuz.
about though.
A lot of things we project be us. So my energy is my energy because this is what I'm projecting. This is what I lead with. Boosie saying it because it was him. So I don't give a fuck what Boosie talking about when it comes to us. Because at the end of the day, bro, if we not here to support us and show us that we still are us, it matters. I'm not saying niggas should be hanging out in the hood. Bro, that's what I'm telling Perico. It wasn't no celebration. It wasn't no motherfucking birthday party. It wasn't nothing. Nobody didn't come home. It wasn't nothing. It's just Thursday.
But I want to say this, though. Instead of just coming to the hood to party, we do enough of that already. Why we ain't going to the hood to make a change? Give an opportunity. That's what we're really trying to get at.
I'm not disagreeing, but all of these things can be a part of the same fold. That's another thing I promise him. I'm like, hey, bro, you just left a television show.
For sure.
Right? You just left a television show. You complaining to me about how long your show getting paid for this day, like some real top-notch shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then you like, well, I'm finna go hang out because I've been hanging out right here my whole life. I'm like, that's a wasted opportunity to be somewhere else to make another opportunity for your homies.
But you basically saying the same thing we saying, but then you're saying you disagree with us, which makes
I'm not saying I disagree with you. I'm saying I disagree with the assessment of us.
I don't, because we got to be realistic about the situation.
But how could it be a real motherfucker? How could it be a realer motherfucker in any situation than the motherfucker you talking to? I'd have had enough money. I'd have had enough cars. I done watched another nigga have it. I done seen it all, top to bottom. I agree with you in the sense that you have to be mindful of what's happening, just like we always did. No different when we was sitting right there every day doing the same thing. You had to be just as mindful.
But when you become a trophy,
what's different for him having a reason on a Thursday than just any other day? Because like we said, it's the same risk.
What if it was May 2nd or something?
I mean, if he goes on a Thursday, but these is my homies, so I'm not looking at it as nothing. I'm just pulling up. It is what it is. I'm not
because now you're not considering all possibilities. Not even about your homies. You're not even considering what's up with you. Like if we not in this situation making a bunch of opportunities for other people, we wasting time. Like it ain't no real time to chill. And that's what I'm telling him. I'm like, bro, like it's one thing you want to celebrate. Y'all all there to celebrate a certain days, holiday, somebody, blah, 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 somebody's birthday. Okay, I understand that. You hanging out somewhere, at this point, you're not putting yourself in a position.
That's quite literally what we said.
But I'm
quite
saying,
literally. like absolutely what we said.
No, but the issue is how y'all talking about us in that conversation.
No, well, how else are we going to talk about it? But what it is, you cannot sit here and act ignorant or play victim or I don't know what you're talking about like you not been in it. You've been in the first hand. So you're aware that we're not all like that, and I totally agree. You got to be aware that they take the minority and paint us as the majority, but we know that that's there. And that's the narrative they're going to run with.
But when you say it, people think it's the majority because you one of us.
I don't care what people think.
No, it's like this. I control what I say. I don't control the way that you perceive what I say. So we're telling you the actual reality of it. Yeah, you got your day ones, you got your squad in the hood that they're not tripping about you not coming around. They understand because you tapped in with them. But you do have a section of the hood that when you come around and they not directly eating off of you, nigga, you look like a meal. And that's a real thing in every hood. It's a Judas in every hood. That's what Kali was talking about.
But that exists anywhere you go.
But what we're saying is amongst us, we need to move better because we already at war with ourselves. We already at war with other oppositions. What I'm saying is, once you become a trophy, once you become something of the hood, you got to start moving like a king. You're not a pawn no more, bro. That's all we're saying. The same chess moves, they all have different pieces to move differently. What I'm saying is, once you get a certain level on the board, you can't move like you used to.
Sure. But I think where we separate at, because we do agree, but I think where we separate is what's wrong. Right? What's wrong is the same things that y'all saying developed us into these people that we are. I'm telling you what's wrong is where our mind is at when we actually become that. What's your purpose? What are you doing it for?
Most men don't have purpose, and that's where that's why we were saying when you go to the hood, try to help out to give opportunity, because that's people really men won't.
But this is what I'm driving into them. Like when me and Perico was talking about it, it was a conversation loosely about the position of other people, and I'm like, it don't got nothing to do with them. Your homie ain't nothing wrong with your homie. Your problem is you. And that's the difference between what Kali was talking about and what I'm saying. What he talking about is his attitude became the homies. It ain't nothing wrong with them. Their life is their life. These the same motherfuckers. You was them. You was them until the opportunity happened.
Key word. I was. That's the key word. I was.
So guess who should change?
There has to be a switch.
Hold on. Guess who should switch?
No, because this how
it ain't them.
No, this how it happens. You still be them. I'm just elevated, but you changed. It ain't I changed.
You changed.
No, my situation changed.
That means
you still in the same situation.
So that means
now you don't have the information to understand why I have to make certain changes. To you, it's cut, fake, he Hollywood, he this, he that. You don't have the information down here that I got up here. But I didn't change, nigga. You did.
No, when your opportunities change, you change.
No, it changes the things that you do. But if you still put in situations like going back to the hood, you have to react as the same person you was when you was coming out of this.
But
most people
even in that conversation, that's not necessarily true. That, like, let's say you somewhere, cause like you on the east side, right? You park in a parking spot. There may be a different way you gonna handle that. But let's say you parked in Beverly Hills. It's a different way you gonna handle that.
For sure.
It's how you see
Absolutely.
us.
But I haven't changed.
But it's
So-
it's not a code switch.
No, but I'm just saying it's ways of how you can handle it. You can, if you on the east, let's just say we on the east side, say we in the low bottom, say we in Watts, say we right there on Wilmington and in the period where the food for less is at. Of course, you're gonna handle it different over there because they're gonna be aggressive. And if you got something to lose, you're gonna let them.
But see, that's not necessary, and that's kind of my fear. Like we starting to project things on people that ain't really necessarily been our existence.
Well, I'm
Elaborate. Hold on. Elaborate.
Like we're telling people that we fucked up. And I'm telling people that our opportunities is fucked up. Not us. But when y'all talking about it, you're saying we're fucked up. And
No.
I'm telling Perico in this conversation, nigga, you're fucked up.
But that's what we glorify on the West,
mentally,
though.
a lot of our people are fucked up.
But on the West, though, we
man.
glorify. This is what we glorify. We glorify the gangbang. We glorify
What
the
glory is in it?
No, I'm not saying it is. I'm saying that's
what I'm saying, when you say the glorification, because I hear that all the time. What glory is in it? Like, you know what I glorify? Man, I love my homies all the way. Them is my niggas. I grew up with them. They my niggas. Like, I love them. They my family. Like, when we started together, we came up together.
We
Right,
speaking
boom.
the same thing.
But I'm telling you, then what glory is in that? The glory is in this is the same relationship I had with these people my whole life. Now that don't mean I have the ability to go hang. When I was there every day, I was either frontline or selling sharp. We just hanging. I got another job. It's as simple as that. And that's what I'm telling homie. I'm like, bro, you got another job now. And this job gonna take every bit of your might to really change their life. You change your life, that nigga life will never be the same. I don't give a fuck what happened. He would have to go out his way to fuck up his life.
This the
Is
thing.
it
You
even
saying
possible?
you saying the same thing we saying, and
I'm not
hold on.
disagreeing.
No, I'm
I
gonna be
always say,
honest.
yeah.
It's not your job to change their life. It's your job to maybe provide opportunities in your community if that's what you want to do. But I can't specifically change all y'all life. The problem is the mindset comes from the environment. That's what shapes the mind. So it's not a lot of opportunities
but when
there.
you're saying the mindset,
That's when you get the mind of,
but the
I'm
mindset
going to even
is,
pray on my own homie.
no, the
because you
mindset
lack
is
the
because
opportunities
there
there.
was a time that mattered to you.
It was a saying that says you can lead
That
a horse
one
to
matter.
water and you can't make it drink. And that's what Viral was basically saying. I'm going to bring the homies to the water. But it's up to you if you want to
Nah,
drink
enough
from it.
niggas ain't bringing the homies to water.
Why
Stop
they-
lying to yourself.
Enough niggas
Stop
not.
lying to
No, he
yourself.
not lying. Enough niggas not.
No.
Okay, so
Enough niggas-
so is it that they not bringing it, or as I described, because we spoke to this, because this is what we're speaking to. You've presented certain opportunities, and they thought it was corny or whatever you want to think about it. They wasn't
I
on
ain't
it.
never had my homies. Like that reminds me of
Check
shit we
this
talk
out.
about AD now.
When people,
I ain't never seen the homies.
but when people can't see the vision,
Well, homies was
but
like
when people
those
can't see the vision, or what I like to say, they can't process their thoughts.
No,
Which alludes to not seeing the vision. They think it's corny or
The biggest problem is that we depend on that one person. It shouldn't take the whole hood to depend on him to save everybody. We said this before, and that's the equivalent to why everybody can't go. Because for one, everybody not gonna understand. I can't depend on you when you made it for all of us. Like, if I was fucking with you, then yeah, they should be entitled when Glasses made it to get out. Now, whatever he does after that, niggas should be grateful. But the niggas I put on, the same way I put you on, hey, when you in position, put some more people in position.
That's all I'm
saying.
And vice versa and vice versa. Other than that, me depending on one man solely alone, when it's like, nigga, he got to take care of his family, make his moves.
But the thing is, that one man did depend on you before. Like, your homies depended on you at one time to keep them alive. Your homies depended on you at one time to be safe. Look, I'm not trying to sell it to us like y'all job is to go around and save everybody. I'm telling you, if that ain't what your goal is, that's your problem. Because other than that, why be in this position? You can go be a fucking longshoreman and take care of you and your family.
I can't say that's your problem because life is what you make it. Everybody make their own decisions.
No,
Everybody's
fuck no.
not trying to be a
Everybody
savior.
don't make
I'm
that.
not gonna say it's your job to save me as a man because that makes me less than a man. If the only way I can make it is if Short make it, nigga, no. You know how you help everybody? Help yourself.
And lead by example.
Don't misconstrue what we saying. Don't misconstrue.
See, that's another thing.
You help yourself and you
Fuck
help
no.
everybody.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do.
Then why we ain't all helped?
We have.
Because a lot of niggas ain't helping their motherfucking self. They doing what
I'm
you
talking about
saying.
all these.
I'm waiting on the homie to crack.
No,
You always looking
When
for
the
a
homie
savior.
crack, he gonna give us opportunity.
I'm going to say this.
every last historical group of people in America, bro, somebody set a system in place for them to benefit. They didn't know
Quite,
they
okay,
said.
but
For sure.
But with
Like,
you,
we the only people in the world that they feel like, nigga, independently, every nigga got to figure it out themselves. Not one other group in America has that ever been the expectation of. Right now, all these people got industries. The Irish people
but
got
it
the
goes back
police
to
force.
entitlement.
Everybody got industries.
You're saying exactly what I'm
If
saying,
G.
though.
Perico didn't help himself, he wouldn't be able to help nobody.
Totally. But the reason he can help himself is because he's from fucking Broadway. But if he wasn't from fucking Broadway, it wouldn't work.
You think anybody made him rap? You think anybody made him keep going in whatever
I done heard people convince him to keep going. Of course, our homies encourage us. Like, when did we get to a space where we line like, I'm like, man, you know what? You shouldn't do shit with your life. That ain't how niggas
talk. That's not the point I'm getting at. If we work out, and I encourage him to work out, he still has to work out himself. He still has to put the work in to build himself.
But initially, he's gonna join you. He gonna try to
help you.
You become the person. You become the person that changes your homie's life. That's the only reason why doing this particular thing, where it's ample money, is worth it.
So, do you believe actions speak louder than words?
Sure.
So you just said be the example. So if I'm leading by example and you fools keep going the opposite direction, what am I to do?
That's not enough for black people in America in 2000.
But
so listen, I'm not Jesus.
But also,
you are.
But can I say this though?
No, I'm of that. I grasp what you're saying.
I will say that. Harriet Tubman herself said the hardest slave to help escape was the ones who didn't know they were slaves.
Facts. But the problem is she went back and got niggas. She didn't say you need to figure out your own railroad.
The ones who followed her knew that they were
slaves. No, she kept coming back to get niggas.
But it was people who did not leave.
We not even got that far. We got to talk about the niggas coming back to get niggas in the first place.
What I'm saying,
that's a lot of energy you exalt.
Hold on, this is the nuance that I'm giving. When I say help yourself, I'm not saying don't create a system. I'm not saying don't practice group economics.
I'm saying
I'm not saying don't do that. I'm saying do all of that, but at the end of the day, you could bring the horse to the water. I can't make you drink. If I could sit $1 million in your lap right now, if your mindset don't change from where you at now, that million is gone. So that's what I mean by helping yourself. Because I can't help you. I can keep giving you $1 million. You blow the million. I give you another $1 million. Blow the $1 million. Nigga, you ain't even helping yourself at this point.
But I think that's so far down the line. We talking about independently how we see our people. Us. Because we ain't talking about all you niggas is motherfuckers just like me. So it's how we see us. So when we project, we talking about us. Right? That's important to me. The type of nigga you are is the type of nigga you talking about.
But we talk about accountability. My bad, Rob. We talk about it. We were just saying this not too long ago. We were talking about how do you hold your friendship, how do you hold your friends accountable? And what we do amongst us for sure, we holler at each other. If I was on bullshit, if I had a bad take, I'll be like, bro, you know you was on bullshit. Vice versa with all of us. We hold each other accountable. And that's where I feel like in the black community, there's no accountability. We're more enabling than we are holding the homies accountable. We'll sit there and pacify a grown-ass man to say, oh, yeah, it's okay for him to continue to go down this route. But once we say, hey, bro, you on bullshit, now it's a problem.
But intellect and information is the only way accountability can exist. It can't exist in ignorance. Like, and a lot of times we feel like because we said something to a nigga, like, y'all niggas sharp. That's why y'all in front of these mics. So you can say that. But there's certain one of y'all homies that ain't sharp. And you could tell them whatever you're saying, and it takes a lot for that person to digest.
But the homies will start looking when we start talking to people like you. They know glasses from watch. You see what I'm saying? So once we start coming to like-minded humans like us who look like us, now we're going to get the attention. That's what I'm saying. Right now we're creating an idea for someone to go, okay, you know what? I want to change now because Glasses is talking the Viral Way podcast. Sure. So now I want to create the change within myself.
And I'm down by inspiration, but it also means if I ain't gonna go to the beach, if I ain't gonna go fuck with niggas, it don't matter. Like, I'm limited all I can be. And that's the point that I was making. Listen, man, last time we don't disagree. I keep telling y'all, we ain't really, even last time we didn't disagree. We find it's a nuance, it's like a real subtle thing that matters to me specifically about how we project each other to other people.
This is how we project. We don't cape, we don't cap. We tell you exactly what it is. A lot of people like to sugarcoat shit. Oh, no, it ain't really like that. Nigga, it's really like that. If we don't let it be known how it really is,
but
you can't really, that might not be your experience, but like I said, a smart man learns from his own mistakes. A wise man learns from others. We done seen too many times the kings of our community, the bags, we didn't protect them enough because they was trying to be hand and foot with the no, nigga, go back up there in the castle. You help us up there. We're gonna protect you down here.
But that's
we gotta protect the bag.
Nobody think that's keeping it real.
But see, it's like this.
Because all the
what's understood don't have to be explained.
But if y'all talking about like the homie, like that's not what's happening. Like if you don't care about the depth, right, of what we talking about, then it won't matter. If it's just, man, the nigga was in the neighborhood and he died. If you don't care about what somebody is doing when they're in the neighborhood, Like if you ain't gonna find out the details of what this person was doing, why is it? How did they die? All of these things matter.
But see, I
understand. I know we all got homies that don't give a fuck.
And that's
don't give a fuck about themselves. Don't give a fuck about the next life.
Tupac Jew shit.
But what I mean is, but they still my niggas. I accept them from who they are. Now it takes a different time. If you sleep at home and a nigga just bounce through and wake you up, most of us gonna wake up mad. Man, what the fuck is you doing? You're not going to really reciprocate what I'm saying because you sleep. Now, if I talk to you after you done got up, got your coffee, you here, you little level-minded, you might listen to me. Most niggas is the niggas in the bed sleep, walking around. And then when you trying to wake them up, man, this nigga on some bullshit.
Besides, what we call them drifters, right?
Yeah,
or they fighting you to try. Nigga, close the blinds. Goddamn, turn that light off.
Yeah.
That be niggas you trying to wake up.
Quite literally, and I think we are in some capacity. I've had homies say straight to my face. That's why I don't think the homies is stupid. When I call them foolish, it's because I know you know better. I've quite literally had homies sober. Hey, you know what? On some real stuff, Rod, or whatever they call me. I know what you talking about, and it's true. But on some real shit, I ain't even trying to hear that. Or the homies ain't trying to hear that.
Sure.
That's what we talking about.
Yeah,
we not talking about the ones that are receptive, because the ones that are receptive, they there.
Right,
they
but you don't
they
think
go.
reducing to in the general public kind of what the danger exists in when you reduce most of the people to just a handful.
We're not reducing that. We're speaking about the minority, which I agree. I think it is a minority. Unfortunately, they take the minorities, what we're talking about. Don't be part of the minority, because they take that and paint the majority. So stop putting fuel on the fire. I've quite literally used that verbatim. Stop putting kerosene on that fire. You already know it's a setup. Stop going for the play. You know the play. Insanity. What is the definition of insanity? So don't sit here and say it's a play, but you know the play. You quite literally, we sit here as a people and say, hey man, we know the play, but you keep letting them run the play.
I think a lot of times our clips get taken out of context because we can speak from this perspective, but we also spoken from the perspective that you give it. Of course, I can never judge one when I am one, and especially what you come from. So it's like, no, but at the same time, we got to be the change we want to see, and at the same time, they have to see that first. So we have to help us first. We always still got in the back of our mind, damn, okay, once we get to a point, we can do this for the set, we can put homies in this position, but at the same time, we have to cultivate the minds. This is our biggest key that they took from us. Our minds, and what is it? To keep everything, all the information in books and everything else to where we still don't understand. The whole world don't fuck with us, but they fuck with us. What I mean is, being what we are, we got a bigger battle. And then on top of that, we hear at it with each other. Yeah. Worse than we is with everybody else.
Yeah.
And they keeping their foot on our neck.
I don't even know if that's even true, but I'm with you. I'm with everything else. I think a lot of things that we say about ourselves is more programming and indoctrination. I don't think we that bad to each other. I just completely disagree with that.
So when I go to the low bottoms,
I
got my blue chief hat on. I go to a lot of low bottoms. What you think they doing?
They tripping on you more than they trip on the essay.
But that's, you gotta be really careful about that, because that it depends on where we at.
He's at the low bottoms.
But I'm saying, if you wearing your Blue Jays hat, all of these things attached to different pains and shit that people been through. People lost friends, family. We can't reduce it down to colors, because I think that's what people do. And it's like, nah, some of these people died at the hands of these people, some best friends, family, fathers, brothers, sisters. So it's a nuance.
A nigga don't have to have nothing on. I just don't recognize his face, and he black, and he look like me. I'm on him. Hey, where you from? And then the same nigga will walk past a skinhead. Same nigga will walk past no skinhead. Man, get the fuck out of here. Niggas is walking right by, bro.
Don't say skinhead. Maybe say it cholo.
Yeah, so you said, okay.
We don't even see
Can I give you a real life?
I get what you said.
No, I'm talking about like a neo-Nazi could walk by with a swastika. Niggas not pressing him, bro.
So your real belief is the Klan could walk down PCH and do a
I can give you a real life.
No, we know he can't do no right.
I can give you a real life situation.
They tried and we already shut that down.
So check this out. In 2004,
I was there.
In 2004, I'm in a holding tank in the county jail and processing. This is my first time as an 18-year-old in the county. So you said, can somebody do this? A skinhead, even though he called himself giving me game, and I got off on him. No other brothers got off on him. He quite literally stated the name of his gang and said it was N.I., as Pac said, the ones hanging from the trees, nigger loving. That's what he said. Excuse my language.
Hard ER.
What? Hard ER? Hey, bro, what? I get off on him. Everybody else hesitated. And he said it with this, like, you get the microaggression. So, and this was in the county where race is at an all-time high. So, yes, civilians absolutely let a lot of stuff pass.
I don't think we talking about
No, I'm talking about just letting stuff slide.
But I'm saying,
even what I'm saying is letting stuff slide in that aspect.
I think
people do let that happen, and in a tense environment like that,
sure.
to let that happen, of course, somebody who's what we consider civilized, oh, well, I don't know. They're very passive about it.
But I'm saying specifically when we talking about how we see us versus we see everybody else.
But even Collie Boy, he's a civilian, so you got to take that into
That's what I'm pointing out.
But that's why you said for him speaking on.
That's all I'm pointing out.
I will say this.
I agree with that.
I was gonna say this. What Rod is basically trying to say is being a Pathfinder is being unique. It is not too many Pathfinders out there. Most people are followers or drifters, what we talked about. So for somebody to set it off first, regardless, you got to be something different. You got to be something unique. You're essentially a leader in your group. Now, some people will crash out. We validate that in the hood type shit. But for the most part, somebody has to set the tone. And not everybody's willing to set the tone or sacrifice the good of the group. Most people rather be in the middle or in the back to see what everybody do, then they'll follow.
This is the point I always try to make. Get rid of that savior complex outside the black community. We the only community that thinks we have to save the entire community, and we the only community that waits for a savior. Everybody else is just getting it done.
I disagree.
No. What I'm saying is the white systemic system, that's already in place. But what I'm saying, outside of that, they're not looking like, I'm waiting for Elon Musk.
But
you don't see them niggas online like Elon saved us.
But the biggest reason is because they're already doing the things that I'm saying we should be doing.
Boom.
It don't take 100 of them to depend on one person, because when they put somebody else on, they're putting the next on. Then the next person is putting somebody else on. We don't have a systematic system to where we can all just thrive.
Remember, America gave them all these systems.
No, I agree.
But I'm
saying that's why we depend on the one person, because we're like, finally somebody made it, and now this can help us all.
And that's where I agree with you on that. I felt like this. Everybody builds together except for us. So when somebody is doing something successful in our community, whether it's just a regular job, say somebody just get a good job, off top they go ask you, hey, how do I get on? Like, what do I need to do to get a job there? I feel like it is our due diligence to pass the word on if somebody that's serious that wants to elevate. I do feel like you gotta know
they're serious, and that's what we've been speaking to. But it's not about passing the game on. Forgive me, I apologize. It's about it's those who are serious. That's all you said.
But even if they're not serious, what's me giving game to somebody if they use it or not? I'm still doing God's work. I'm still doing what a black man's supposed to do. I'm trying to give game, regardless if it goes through one ear or the other, or somebody takes it. He can pass it on to somebody who can be serious. What I'm saying is, I want to be the trickle effect for my community. So we got to have a savior to a certain extent, because we really don't have nobody that got our back.
Because America been all these people's savior.
There we go.
Or their country been their savior.
We have nobody to run to.
We don't have no like Irish people was going through the same thing, not quite the same, but America was kicking the shit out of them.
Then it's the Italians.
Italians, Jewish folk, they all went through the same thing.
They did.
Not quite like
none
ours.
of them go through the same thing.
Yes, they did.
No, yes, they did.
Not on the level we did.
He's
There's
right,
a book on that.
but you
I
know
don't
what
give a fuck what's in that
No,
book.
I agree 100%.
The victor writes the book, nigga.
But you get what I'm saying as far as like
everybody had trials and
America
tribulations.
did things to incentivize their rise.
Same thing even with the Asian, with the railroads and stuff like that. We haven't got we talk about reparations as if it's
something that's just fair.
This is what I'm telling y'all.
Even we fought for everybody's rights, and we still get them still acting like we ain't the reasons that you
civil rights
be in positions.
I don't even care about none of that. What I'm saying is, it happened. We know what happened, and we here now. So we could cry about it, or we could do something about it. And black people, for whatever reason, we want to keep crying about it. No, what I'm saying is, they did things to get that system in place.
Not did.
They kill shit.
They're doing.
No, they kill shit. That's the bottom line.
I know what you're saying. It's still going on.
I said doing.
No.
Like it's always a foot on a nigga neck.
It's action, but that's why I'm trying to push action. Stop looking at the next nigga.
I think,
let's get together.
But it requires us. But that's why inspiration don't work with just us as a whole. It's not fair. Like, I don't agree with Hov and certain niggas that believe in aspirational lifestyle. I think it matters, but I think we are in such a different rut in this country that's consistently happening to us that we need to actually be proactive. And that's what the homie believed in. That's what NH believed in. He believed and the proactive, you know what I mean, approach when it came to helping us.
Now elaborate
I
on
think
that.
I was gonna say this just for a quick second. I believe a spark has to happen though. Sometimes you can be in a situation where you're the only person who looks like you, and you don't have nobody around you who can understand your problems. But when you see somebody, whether it's on TV, on the radio, whatever, that looks like you or talking about the struggle, that does kind of give you the spark of motivation. And I do feel like it is okay to give somebody a spark. They may not follow the path you have, but it's okay to be the spark or the change for somebody.
For sure. But I'm saying for us, it just means we need more.
For sure. And that's what I'm saying.
So the point I was saying, and to Callie's point, because I don't think it was about, I was like, oh, you not. Because you grew up in the same shit. He grew up, I don't give a fuck if you're not from a gang or not. Nigga, you grew up in the same shit if you grew up around us. Right? So what I'm saying is how we project to other people how our people is also important to how we see each other. Like if we running around saying, hey man, you know what, man, you could die right there. Sure is an element of truth. But if you from like us, you've been there your whole life. This ain't nothing spectacular. You ain't, you know what I mean? This ain't the end of the world. And I agree, there is a way you should conduct yourself in those situations because now you supposed to be, one of the greatest mistakes I ever made, homie, is when I had the opportunity, I was just being me. That's it. I act like I was just being me, bro. I didn't even look at it like, hey, you know what, this could help everybody. Nobody was there to tell me like, man, you know what, Glasses, this could actually help everybody. Not one person. Like I immediately, so I'm doing the same things. I'm on Chris' show. I'm chilling. I'm like, it's just this Glasses logo, this big deal. I'm popping. I'm jumping out of shit. And
but Glasses, let me ask you, when you
what
was a child,
wrong? What was wrong with you doing that?
I wasn't actively figuring out what could happen for other people.
Can I ask you a question though? When you was a young man, bro, growing up on the east side, you and your homies wasn't sitting there like, man, Glasses, you know, you a tight rapper, man. What,
I wasn't even rapping.
But I'm just saying, when every time that change happened in your life, when you never had a conversation with your homies on the porch, just like, man, when I blow up, I'm gonna buy everybody a house on the block. We go buy
Hell nah, man.
You never thought about that? That's rare because I know most of my homies, we all talked about that. We go buy the hood up.
You know what's funny, man? I started rapping, bro, because I just got God kind of put addiction on my heart, bro. Like I ain't never drank and smoked or I had a cup of coffee, nigga, but I was selling Sherm like 90 going north. Like just every day, getting money. And one day I seen a pregnant lady and she bought some Sherm for me. And that was the first day I realized like, oh, these motherfuckers gotta be crazy because couldn't no same motherfucker, you know what I mean? Yeah. Wouldn't no same person endanger their kid. Like so every day after that day, my conscience became different. Like even if I didn't understand addiction personally, right, I knew at that point, these motherfuckers might be sick, something is wrong. So everything bad that could happen in my life went bad. Like cases that never would stick started dragging on, right? I'm in jail. Niggas is money coming up missing. Niggas giving me bad work, shit, just everything bad. So hip hop came at a time first as a therapy piece for me as a rapper, and then like as an opportunity to get out the spot. So when I first got in, it was just literally about saving my own life.
If all that was happening on the level you was on before you got on, what makes sense? What makes sense to go back to that knowing those things happen?
Yeah, but part of that is also my irresponsibility or my ignorance. So as immediately once I realized, even like you talking about discernment, before I understood, because I still don't theoretically understand addiction, because I ain't drinking shit, maybe white sugar or something. You know what I mean? But I'm like, damn, cause like this shit's serious. These people really can't control. They're not making a conscious decision. Because in my mind, I'm like, I'm gonna just sell the best product. Feel me? They gonna give me the money. That's fair. That's good business. It's bad business when you know somebody fucked up. So what changed for me is once I made that change, it wasn't like those things don't exist no more, but I realized how they was there when I needed it. So I'm really careful how I judge another nigga when they need it. You know what I mean? Like, I won't talk shit about a nigga selling dope. I just make sure you understand you know what you're doing.
Right.
I mean, you know what kind of time come with this? Gee, man, you know what you're doing. You know how people fuck. If I'm making you aware.
Hold on. So if a nigga selling dope to his own community, you ain't gonna talk shit. You ain't gonna say nothing about that. See, that to me, that's what the problem is because we all look at it like, oh, he just hustling. No, nigga, you fucking up your own people.
Do you feel like that about the bar?
Genocide.
About the what?
The bar.
Liquor?
Yes, liquor's fucking niggas up too. Yes.
I'm saying, but do you go protest the bar?
I'm not going to go protest the bar, no.
Would you, if your homie had a legal bar, let's say your legal homie was selling Hennessy, will you feel like that then? Like, is it all based off of the legal rights of it, or is it based off of what you know is right and wrong? Right and wrong to me becomes different, right? It's like,
it's subjective, yeah.
I always say that.
Because I agree with you, like me.
I was comparing crack cocaine and seeing what that did to niggas to alcohol.
You don't even want to compare.
That shit ain't even on the
You
same
don't
level.
wanna
They both.
Let's compare.
Nah, but
Let's compare.
Nah,
nigga.
they both dangerous.
Let's compare, nigga.
You can't.
Nah, they both dangerous.
You
But
don't know what alcohol
Let's
I'm the
compare. I
same
know what
way as you,
alcohol
right?
do.
You don't know
I know alcoholics.
I'm the same
I'm
way.
saying you don't want to know how many more lives alcohol ruined, how many more lives for how long.
I'm talking
and
about
how
our
often.
community.
Not
in totality.
I'm talking about black people.
Alcohol didn't do
Crack started
what
more
crack
broken
did.
families before
You talking about
before
what
alcohol
it
did.
does today.
But no, but I'm the same way as you. If my homie got a legit bar, whatever the case is, I'm not gonna be on him like, nigga, you shouldn't be selling liquor out here.
No,
Like,
hell no.
because I'm not no saint and I'm making bread. But at the same time, yes, when we speak on certain things, there's gonna be awareness about
That's it.
And like,
That's the best I could do
Do
for
you
every
know
nigga.
that eventually over time this alcohol can
But
tear your
even-
liver up, it can tear up your
That's
relationship.
the
it can
best
tear
I
your-
got.
It's like
Even
little
say-
nibbles.
Even
Yeah.
the same thing with the marathon burger. We all, we love Nip. But I'm pretty sure they got a bacon burger, right? We ain't supposed to be eating swine, but I'm not about to go there and be like Sam, you ain't supposed to be selling pork.
Yeah.
We not gonna do that. We gonna support.
But what I'm saying, I agree with him. For me, man, glasses start back selling shine. You supposed to be like, Nick G, you done lost your motherfucker.
Yeah.
Go bad. But if it's a nigga that ain't me, I don't know where yet. So I just make sure I make him aware.
But that's why we were saying with our friend groups, you got to hold them accountable. That's what I'm saying. See, you to the point where you can't go back to that.
Yeah.
You can't go back to that because then if we going back to that, it's like, hey, I feel like it's going to happen to you
I would
worse.
be the
Or
perfect-
but
I'd
even
be
if
the
you go
person-
back, I might still have to sit back before I
Like,
judge
what's up
it.
with him?
No, I'm gonna be like, damn, I'm probably gonna have to come holler at you because my assumption is bad. You know what I'm
Sure.
saying? So if he's
So-
back to doing this again,
Nah, bro.
yeah.
I used to rob shit. I don't rob some of my own
I
people.
don't know if that's the same hustle.
No, I'm not saying the same hustle.
You-
What I'm giving an example
you fucked
is my mindset back then was if you got it, I need it, and I don't
No.
care who got it.
Nah.
I would tell a younger me, okay, look, if you're gonna be out here robbing shit, rob them folks.
No, I agree.
Leave your folks out of it.
I agree 100%.
Go get them people.
That was some of my greatest respects I have for floggers. Right? I got it. Like, that's why I don't really trip off the boosters and scamming. As long as you really doing it, and you getting your thing with the system, just be okay with going to jail. Don't be that nigga that wait till that last minute to get yourself in trouble. That's your business. But what I'm saying about that is, the point I was making is when I was doing it, hip hop saved me, so I didn't really see it as this. Man, I was trying to buy a job at the Longshoreman, bro.
Yeah,
When
we
I
all
first
were,
got my deal. I had just got $750, bro. I had tried to buy a deal. I tried to buy a fucking job. Because I'm like, okay, once I'm done with this rap shit, because it was a lick. It was like, oh yeah, I'm up. Niggas up. I wasn't even thinking like what could be. It never hit me what this shit could be. It was like, okay, I got some, because I don't believe in none of these niggas, and I know most of these niggas lying about the money. So I didn't never really try to size up the money. I just knew that I could change my life. So then when I get the deal, boom, I'm doing it, I'm straight, and I changed my life permanently. It didn't hit me to 2011 when my homeboy Lil J got out of jail, and I couldn't give him a job that paid $65,000 a year. I was making more than $100,000 a year, but I couldn't pay him that much money after taxes, and it would work. And then I started looking at, I'm with Stunning them all the time, I'm with Tune, I'm with Wayne and them all the time, and different niggas, and I'm gaming them. Them niggas all taking 7, 8 niggas on tour. And I'm like, damn, these niggas got all these niggas with jobs. That's the first time it hit me like, oh, this shit could change somebody else's life.
So
That's
can
why I
ask
was
you
just
a
trying to ask
question?
you about the.
But you
So-
can't take the whole hood.
Yeah,
so now when you can't take the whole hood, you take these 7, 8 niggas. And the rest of them niggas like, man, cuz be taking them niggas on tour, cuz doing this and that. You don't
That's
think
what
they
I'm
start to
gonna
have
do.
them?
That envy, that's where the envy
Yeah,
grows,
it's
and that's
never
where the
win.
shit Kali was
But
talking
it's
And
about.
I
not-
see you
not-
got a good heart, so
But
that's what I was
but
gonna
it's
ask
but
you.
it's a consistent fight. Like it don't stop because I got the. So my mistake was I didn't realize what it could be. Once I realized what it could be, it changed my mind. It made me think differently.
So let me ask you this, and I mean this for the people that you care about, not people. You don't strike me as somebody that give a damn about that random run of the mill. But the people you care about is still a type of people pleasing. And that's what we get at. It's like, it's not about not loving your folks. It's exacerbating yourself to a point. It's like, I'm trying to bring you. It ain't that you're not trying to bring people, but you got to help yourself. And I am leading by example. Not only am I showing you by what I've done, I'm even coming back and giving you the game I've tried to. And as Messiah just said, I did take 8 of y'all. And of the 8 of y'all, maybe 4 of y'all stayed around because y'all really got it. And even out of that 8, the rest, as he just said, why you taking them? So how much can you do when you are doing
Well,
it?
we gotta get to 8.
But
It will change as you grow.
But
Then
the
once we
point is,
figure that out,
you
yeah.
are helping somebody. 1, 8. It's not that somebody not is. overextending oneself to the point now it's hindering yourself.
But we so far away from that. Like most of us ain't doing nothing close to where we overextended ourselves in the benefit of people that we grew up with.
How do
where
you
they
know?
can't change it.
But you don't think you have impact on the people around you, even if it's a gesture, a small gesture?
Sure, fact, but I got way more. Like I know it don't like it's people that I directly helped, right? That I positioned, that I worked my ass off, right, and got them. That's not enough. Like, but to me, that's the thing that matters. Your legacy is defined by who you help that ain't you. And that includes not your kids, not your girl. That includes a nigga outside of your home. The people that matter the most. That's how we define.
That's what I was going to ask you. So when you think of legacy, what do you define? What is glasses? If God forbid, you know what I'm saying, you know, on obituary, you got your birthday, you got the dash, and you got your end date. What do you want your dash to describe your legacy?
My greatest accomplishment up to this point is DJ Head. That's a nigga not at my house that we fed and pushed into until where now his life has changed. And he can change his
But
family.
he's saying, what do you want that to say between
you influence DJ Head?
Head is my DJ.
Okay, so now it makes sense because he be saying a lot of bullshit too.
Sure.
So I see now it come from y'all be trying to get them viral moments. His head be saying some crazy shit. Bro.
I don't know if I believe in viral moments, bro. Everything I'm saying, like even what we talking about now, I think what happens is I think y'all think I completely disagree, and it's a nuanced, small difference. Like even if I'm talking to Perico, no matter who I'm talking to, it's just a subtle difference. Especially if you came up like us, right? Boom. Like what I'm saying is the same thing I'm saying to Perico. It ain't their fault, bro. It's your fault. Nigga, what are you doing? How's you just chilling? What the fuck? How many niggas' lives you changed?
I'm just saying we argued for 40 minutes and we all agree. You just disagree with the way we worded it.
No, I don't even think
it's exact same.
But I don't think I'm disagreeing. I'm thinking about one specific thing said is what I would be talking about.
That's semantics though.
Hey, let me ask you this.
Well, it matters because projection of how you present black people is everything.
So how do you think we present black people? Let me say, because you said that a lot.
But different times, right? Because sometimes you like motherfucking Malcolm X. And then sometimes you motherfucking, you know what I mean? It depends, like different moments. So that's why I'm saying it could be just that. And this wasn't even you talking. This was Don B. Cali talking. I'm telling him, I'm like, hey, don't talk about us like that in front of these motherfucking white folk because it's a little bit more to it that they not going to get. But they'll be the ones saying, see, they will say, look, honey, he said that about them too.
But that's a perspective from a civilian, though. You got to realize Kylie's a non-affiliate, so he's just giving his honest take.
Where he grew up at?
I think he grew up in the Yay area. Don't quote me on it.
He grew up around some street shit, though, right? So
I don't even like that civilian gang talk.
Me neither.
This is
you grew up
people talk. People know certain environments when you got money, your ass shouldn't be there. That's just what the fuck is.
Even on top
why
of that,
we keep capping like this?
Even believe that.
That shit get on my nerves.
No,
niggas is capping, bro.
But even with that, but even Kylie's perspective is more of a reality because he's outside looking in. So if he's already thinking and this what he sees from himself.
But see, that right there is what I disagree with the most. That's what I disagree with. If you got money, you shouldn't be around. That's a lie.
It's not about money. It's about who you are. So you've never had anybody, whether it's in the community, and as he stated, when people just have something going for themselves, universal law. I've had people of all cultures within the community, hey, get up out of here. Or you don't need to be doing that. You're better than that in some capacity, even within the community, right there in the hood. Hey, homie, get up out of here. When you doing something good, you got something going.
Glasses Malone is not hanging out on 4th of July
You're not.
in Watts. You're not going to the takeover on Redondo and Maine
You know
or
goddamn where I went to the takeover.
So you hanging out.
You know goddamn
right
where
now.
I've been to takeover.
No, right now.
I'm talking about a month ago. Of course I've been to a takeover.
You going
now?
I'm telling you, not only have I been that, come on, man. Think
So,
about
but what
it.
I'm saying is
been
if
to
it
a
got
takeover.
10,
So I'm talking about I will go whenever I need to be there.
but if it got
Now
10,
if it's just I can't be there every Sunday because I got shit I got to do. But if it's a street race, I go there. If it's Crenshaw Boulevard, I'm going where I need to be. And my people ain't my fucking biggest threat. I don't agree with you when you get so much money you can't be around us. That's a lot.
So what happened?
Why?
We're not necessarily saying
Okay,
that.
look, let's
we're not.
stop
Let
this,
me. Okay, we is gonna move. Let me say this.
We
We're
are
not
the same
necessarily
shit.
saying that. We're
Exactly.
just.
That's the funny
We're
part.
just saying.
It'd be like this.
Nah, it's a higher percentage of something happening to
in
you.
that event.
That's all it is. We're not
Yeah.
saying you can't go to the hood. We're not saying that.
Why are you there?
We're not
Possibility
saying you don't love the
versus
homies.
probability.
Yeah.
That's what we
Well
argue. Is it possible for nothing to happen like bro said? Of course. Like you
Most
said, of
times in
course.
our life, nothing ever happened.
No, the probability increases when
most
your
times
wealth
we go to
increases.
where we from, nothing
But
happened.
because it only,
That's-
but it only take one time. It only take
that's
one.
the fact.
Bruh, if
Yeah.
you walk through the block looking dirty, dingy, run down, 9 times out of 10, you probably can skate through. Walk through that same block.
Jeweled
with
out,
ice
come on.
Jeweled out, hop out of foreign, guess what? The probability of you
Look
being a lick now increases
You're a
drastically. And if you say it's not,
I'm
you're a
not
goddamn
I'm not
lie.
disagreeing with you. I think anytime you look like opportunity, people are taking.
But how loyal is a hungry dog, whether they come from your backyard or not?
Well, I don't even know. I don't even know if it's as simple as 100.
Hey, look, shout out. Look,
You gotta
hold on. Cause we gotta talk
Why
about
the fuck
this.
is you jumping out here with all them damn Jews on?
Why
and all
I
this shit?
can't?
Why can't I? These my niggas.
Bro just
Why?
said,
Because
hey,
I'm
a hungry. We all got dogs. A hungry dog only gonna be loyal for so long.
But I'm saying, why would you?
You
Why
gotta,
not?
You gotta feed
Why
him.
You
not?
saying the same shit we saying,
I'm
nigga.
not disagreeing. I'm telling you that's.
But why I
Hey,
can't? Why
I'm
I
telling
can't?
you
Let's
the
switch
question.
Dog
topics.
chasing
Let's switch
his tail.
topics. Okay, look.
I'm telling you the question though. Listen, the question is, I keep telling you who the problem is. It ain't them. It's you.
All right.
That's my point.
Okay, let's agree to disagree. Shout out to Game. Shout out to YG.
Oh,
The pop out just happened, and we gotta
The
talk
pop
about
out, the
it.
verses.
Oh, the verse. Excuse me.
Bro,
Shout out
He
to
on his
him.
Versus.
Shout out to him. The
Versus.
verses just happened.
Brother.
Excuse me. Now,
Brothers.
how did y'all feel about the verses? Who did y'all feel won? Did you think it was successful? Do you think it was a good look for the coast? What was y'all thoughts on
I
that?
said earlier and I'll say before. Game choke. It was like the 28-3 halftime lead between the Atlanta Falcons and the New England Patriots. Game had the game in the bag. And when he's so lyrical, he has great hits. He could have stayed there. He wanted to out move YG, and YG is known for being a party down move rapper. He changed his style of fighting to match him, and that's what made him quote unquote lose. It was a celebration for the West Coast, celebration for Compton. But as far as just going by song for song to win, Game kind of started playing songs that the West Coast we know, but the world don't know.
I agree with you on that. I think Game tried to out YG. He went the party route, the turn up route. I don't understand why. Game's a fucking hip hop legend. We all know his catalog is ridiculous. He has underground classics, commercial classics. He left a lot of classics off of the table. It damn near turned into a YG concert. And in my opinion, Game damn near turned into YG hype man at some point in time. Now, I don't know if it was the drink. I don't know if he was on more than the drink, but he was turned the fuck up. Because on paper, Game is washing YG in the verses. I love YG, turn up, West Coast,
sure.
all that. On paper, Game should smoke him. But in reality, I'm like, damn, YG is really walking this nigga down. What the fuck is going on?
I can't even say it was really a walk down. I think it was more in the perspective of, like YG said, it's a party with homies. We in here, I'm playing my music, you playing your music. It wasn't structured enough for me to be like, hey, this song, because it was a lot of more going on. They brought Was the Boy, Chef Boy out.
Chef Boy.
Shout out to
come
Joe
on.
Moses, because he could have turned that motherfucker up if they'd have played
RJ.
his songs. Him and RJ.
RJ.
I think overall it was a good look because didn't nothing necessarily happen. Like
Praise
it was
God.
like you would say, niggas could be in a space and don't nothing happen. But other than that, I think it was good. And I think for more people on the coast, we should be presenting more of that. Game was wilding though.
I thought
I
Game
ain't
was
mad
going.
at him,
Hey,
no.
once he did
Game
start from
was
scratch,
happy
I
to be
thought
outside with
that's
the
what I'm
homies.
talking on.
Yeah.
I thought he was about to really get in his
We
bag.
Hit him with the
Yeah.
turn to the
Yeah.
super plug. I said it's over with.
It's up.
I said
So
it's
I
over
loved
with.
it for the coast, for the Parus and Damus. I loved it for all the nostalgia because I'm in the 40s club, so I'm of that age bracket. I loved it for the positivity. I think the liquor did get it became a homie event, which I anticipated, and I still think that was level-headed, if we're being honest, because we from the coast. We know how it can get. I don't think Game's attitude, and watching the interview, I don't think he ever really came in there to, I'm finna smash you.
Destroy you.
I think he really came in there on what he really was presenting, and the liquor just didn't have that emotion more, which is, it's really all love, and, a drunk tongue, it just play out not the way you wanted, but I think the intent was positive. I don't think he actually came there to just smash you. It was more to show, hey, the coast, the Perus, the West Side, it's all the positive. I think he started LeBron in though, and the liquor just made it worse. It just made it worse. But if you really sitting there being objective and not judging, he was on some it's all love stuff.
I think he was loving the appreciation because he probably didn't get to join the pop out, so he was embellishing that moment like, okay, it's all West Coast stars up here. I got all this love. They giving me my flowers, red rose, white ceiling. They gave him his red rose, white ceiling on there. So I think he was just over embellishing the moment. Like, man, I'm finally getting my love that the West Coast. We here, we in LA, turn up. I think he was just so overjoyed that he got a little, out of control.
I don't know. It seemed like he came to party and YG came to compete because when Game did his records, YG, he kind of fell back and let Game do what he did. When YG performed, Game then returned to the Diddy. Nigga, he in the camera, he dancing, he standing on the stage, he rapping the songs. He was like, okay, this my little homie that finally made it to the big leagues because he literally told him, bro, I was waiting 10 years for you. They thought we was beefing. Nigga, I was waiting. You finally got here. In my opinion, I think he still should have schooled him. I'm a big competitor. This rap, this hip-hop, you could be my motherfucking mama, nigga. If you finna get these bars, nigga, I still love you to death, but I'm going to show you I'm the better MC. And I think Game, at his legend status, when we mentioning him going at Jay-Z, possible beefs with Kendrick, I think he should have showed niggas levels.
Do we question who's the better MC? Or
No.
what's understood and got to be explained?
I just think that the playlist between Game's DJ and then YG's DJ and YG have chemistry. I felt like Game DJ, he was kind of like, it was awkward because even the intro, the song he came in with, it was cool, but he could have came in with different songs. Like, I just really felt like you said, he left out really big hits on the table. Like, he let Ale Boombaye, that could have been one of the intros that he came. Like, it's really great songs Game got. Yeah. You ain't heard that? What you mean? Hold on.
What you think? This nigga crazy. And he lost me with that.
Ale Boumaier, that's one of the hardest songs. No, time out. If he look up on Spotify right now, that's one of the highest.
You're talking about culture classics.
Bro, that is a culture classic. You got 2 Chainz on there. You got Ross.
2 Chainz.
Okay, so now 2 Chainz ain't. So
No,
2
I
Chainz turn that shit
don't
on.
hear glasses being.
No, I'm gonna get it, but no, that's not play like
It
that.
was crazy is yesterday I didn't get to see it. I was in Watts.
What?
Yeah, we went to Will Rogers Park, like the park, this county, and I did a show at the park with all the kids and just a bunch of.
And that's dope right there, man.
So we was at Ted Walker's and shit fucking around. So I
Shout
didn't
out to
really
Juju.
see it and shit, but it was funny because everybody was like, "Gee, you coming?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm coming." Till I realized I couldn't, but I don't know. I always thought it was gonna be. I'm thankful it was a celebration. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't get to see it. He didn't perform Certified Gangsters, which I think that was important. Like how you don't perform that.
Right.
There's some things, but I mean, I thought overall from the pictures, from clips I saw, it looked like it was fun.
Oh, it's meme worthy now.
They had a bunch of fun.
Big boy with the red rag.
Hey man, stop playing with me.
Big boy fun.
Game definitely fed the internet.
Oh,
with
definitely.
memes on that one.
For the rest of the year.
He's like that's his thing, man. He all them dudes, whether it's him or Dot, they marketing savants. They really understand marketing with a different.
We had a question last night. We were talking about that. Say if Kendrick came out, do you really feel like that would have been like a Avengers assemble for the West Coast if Kendrick would have blessed the presence at that stage?
You know what's funny? It would have looked crazy as hell. You know what I mean? It'd been all the power rules and shit at that point. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I thought they did a good job, man. I thought for what it was, I was happy that Joe Moses, RJ, Kamaya, Chef Boy.
Well, why you think it would have looked crazy? Because of what Game been saying lately?
Because Game dissed him at the pop out. Because
I don't think Game really did. You know what's funny, man? I didn't have this conversation, and it's so tiring to me because it's like he's not going to diss him.
Who, Dot?
No, it's just you got to realize like how close all of us is.
Yeah,
right?
we talked about
so
that.
The biggest problem is right there. And Stat Quo been talking about it more and more. Where they're so like really great artists, man. I don't care if it's Chuck or Dot or Snoop. Like they wear their emotions on their sleeve. I remember I was in the studio with Dog and shit, and a nigga said something in the comments. That nigga hopped in his DM and left a video message cussing the nigga out.
Yeah, he told us about that shit.
I remember that
He used to
shit.
be
Like,
wild. That was before you said you learned the net, though.
yeah. But I was thinking to myself, like, this nigga crazy. But all of the best artists wear their emotions on their sleeve. And the only difference is it's a level of discipline that, like Doc, because Doc know everything nigga saying. If you said something fucked up, he know it. Because he know the internet like a motherfucker. He own that motherfucker, he know it. But he just got enough discipline not to let it go. And then it'll be in these songs, and that be the things in these songs.
Do you think Dot don't want to do it because he low-key scared of Game Pen? Because Game done threw a couple shots, and I don't give a fuck how calculated you are after a while as an MC, homie or not. Nigga, it's only so many shots you finna keep throwing my way before I throw one back.
People say it's shots, but this is what Game has been doing his whole career. His thing is like, just like he'll say, like, I'm the best. And if I ain't the best out of Compton, show me who he is, I'll battle him. But then he'll make a list and Kendrick is above him on the list. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, Chuck is really good at marketing. He know how to say things like, start that record off, I see red people. This is just what he does. And it works for him every time. I mean, people just trip off of it and it works for him. But trust me, like, one thing I don't even think is if Dot wouldn't be scared to battle Game, just like Game wouldn't be scared to battle Dot. But Game not going to do that because he like, that shit look crazy. Now, I do think emotionally at times, he may want something specifically and things are not in favor. And Drake is somebody who might be feeding exactly what he need at that time as a man. I mean, I know that sounds very odd. But
The pause, that was crazy.
So let me ask you
Hey,
this.
look, because in my bad, go ahead.
So we spoke about this last night about it's not necessarily that the two of them would take anything personal. I think they understand the craft, what it would do for the codes, for hip hop in general. But it's the others, the foot soldiers, the entourages, and they in close proximities. And when it's beef or when you battling, it's up. You might say, man, that was a good line. But the homie like, man, what'd he say? And that's how it always happened.
Sure.
So that's what we posed that question last night.
But they're a lot closer than that.
Yeah, for sure.
What I mean? Like,
who, Game and Dot?
Yeah, man. Like,
you be saying that, but I don't know, bro, because the shit Game be saying, I just don't see it, bro. I think, honestly, it's a little envy of the way Dot is revered on the West versus how Game is revered on the West.
You know why?
Game brought the West back. He was the king.
You know why I worry about that being true? Because Game could be wherever he wanted to be. Game, everything that Game got going is because Game did it his way. If Game listened to everybody else,
he wouldn't be who he is.
He'd be positioned differently, but I don't know if he'd be okay. You know what I mean? Again, it's like, I can't recognize envy. I know that sounds crazy because if I seen a nigga car that I like, I wanted it a different color. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I can't quite make out envy.
You saying you can't project it. Yeah, because
so I can't assess it. You feel me? I ain't
but we all know what envy is. Like, if you watch that video where Snoop gave Dot the crown, Game was in that video.
It looked like he was happy to me.
The body language, the energy was kind of like, damn, nigga, you didn't give me the motherfucking crown in front of the world, nigga.
But you can't.
That's not even true.
I
remember we was around when that happened. That's funny you said that. I remember they did a press conference when Game first got hot, and they went on tour. That was Snoop giving Chuck the crown.
Nah, not on tour. I mean, nigga, this is the king of the coast.
But it's different with social media now versus when Game was up.
Remember when Chuck first album came out, Dog takes him on tour.
For sure.
I remember that shit. I didn't go because I was working my first tape, White Lightning, and they did a press conference, and it was a big thing. And he was saying this is the new king of the West.
Okay.
Like Snoop has been
stamping
pretty consistently trying to position or trying to assist people that's doing their thing. And I think he did do the same for Game. So I don't know if I do think I get there.
Game want that battle, man. That's basically what I'm saying.
Game wants
the battle, man. That's what I'm saying.
I see what you're saying. I think Game wants any battle because I think Game is one of the ultimate competitors in hip hop. He's one of those like you just said. If it's my mama, I'm getting out there. I'm about
not to mention, there's like he would. Do I think? Listen, it wouldn't take Chuck nothing to pen a record dissing Kendrick Lamar. It wouldn't take nothing. It's a reason it ain't happened yet.
You know what I think the reason is? He gonna look crazy. Just jumping out there and dropping 300 bars and running for no reason. Now, if Dot say something,
the last album.
Man, come on, we ain't really take that shit serious.
Again,
so that's what I think. Why, if outside of the fact I believe there's a genuine love there, like he gotta have for Dot because we watched him grow up. Outside of that, I think there's a level of competitiveness of his MC wanting to be recognized, but I don't think that's the driving force. It wouldn't take him nothing to pin nothing. I think he's looking at it like, damn, like, I think there's more things now. Like, it's different for a lot of us. Like, this is this little kid that we knew, and he wasn't no little kid, but he was a high schooler. Feel me? And he was like growing up, and now this nigga is like the hottest thing to ever bless hip hop, for a lack of a better term, right? Niggas who just does a stadium tour, bro. Like, it's just great things is happening. So, and then I'm sure it's moments Chuck is reaching out to him and the conversation is not happening because this nigga trying to balance being this. You know what I mean? Without talking to everybody, without, like, even when I talk to him now, bro, I don't even want to talk to him about none of this shit because I don't want to say something a nigga told me and, you know what I mean? I don't even want to deal with that. So I think, I don't know. Maybe he could be.
Because Stat Quo just exposed they conversation saying their game said Kendrick been dissing him for a while.
He thought so. But also that's that hyper competitiveness about Chuck where he feel like he's the center of the attention and niggas is talking. And he could be right. I don't know. I just doubt it.
Because he said last night he performed his song 100 with Drake. And he said, shout out to the boy. And I don't give a fuck who feel no type of way.
Sure, he know he talking about all of us because we like, man, that shit.
That's what I'm saying. He still throwing shots.
But that's all of us because we all look at it like, what are you doing? Like, we all said the same thing. But listen, if Drake is giving a nigga money, Drake giving it. The nigga said it one day, bro. It's funny because Stat said it yesterday. Stat said, man, the nigga was talking about how Dot didn't pick up his call. Maybe he was trying to get him on a song. I don't know the context, but I'm sure it's something revolving around that. And he felt like he couldn't get in touch with Dot. Dot is balancing being a great artist, and he's trying his best to deal with it.
And this goes back to the conversation we was having earlier.
Part of it,
how and this is somebody that's already established on the same level or was on the level that Dot, quote unquote, was. This is a man with money, with status, and if he's feeling the way about not answering the call, how you think niggas where we at? I'm not gonna go back to that. But
he better drag me, nigga.
I don't disagree. I think it's a lot to balance for a solid nigga, but if you solid, you'll be all right. The truth is, I remember when Chuck was talking about it, he was like, man, every time I call, Drake pick up. I didn't kind of quite compute why that mattered at that time, but then I'm thinking about yesterday when Stat was saying he was calling. These are things that, but again, emotions on the sleeve. Let me write a song in that moment. And then, like, I'm going to look back and I'll be like, damn, what was I thinking? That's Tupac. That's Snoop. That's any great artist of that caliber. They have to be able to channel their emotion to that moment. But what I'm saying to you, it wouldn't take that nigga nothing to make no motherfucking record dissing Kendrick. And it wouldn't take Kendrick no motherfucking nothing to diss Game. But it's a reason it never happened. And it's not just because we wouldn't take it serious. He dissed Ross, we didn't take it serious. He dissed Eminem, we didn't take it serious. It clearly ain't about what we think, but I think there is a different type of love. But I do think some of it is rooted in having to realize, you know, things are not how they used to be, and maybe, you know, somebody is not as accessible as you would like. But I think also that's part of being a man too. Like sometimes you got to be like, all right, it ain't about me. But Chuck wouldn't be as successful as he is if he thought like me.
Who you got winning if they do battle?
I'm gonna take Dot. I'm gonna take Dot because I think Dot is a little less emotional about it. I think, but they wouldn't battle, man.
I got me and bro go at this all the time on the pod, bro. Kendrick ain't dropped the album in almost 2 years. Can he still be the king of hip hop since he hasn't dropped in 2 years? Because we think, well, not we. This man right here thinks Drake is the king of hip hop right now.
Nigga's not even hip hop, man.
What'd you just say?
Nigga's not hip hop.
Exactly. So
He's just a rapper sometimes.
What I said was
get heated.
Yes, nigga. What I said
since Kendrick dropped, and I felt like this.
No. Don't put words in my mouth.
No.
What
it's
I
been 2
said.
years.
No, I know. But what I
do your thing.
exactly said was, if Drake didn't drop these 3 albums, we ain't talking about hip hop the way that we've been talking about it the past couple months or past couple weeks since those albums dropped.
Have we really been talking about them? Y'all been talking about them albums?
No, not the albums. First of all, Ice. Niggas been talking about Ice. Niggas been talking about Iceman, but I'm saying hip hop got back into the conversation because prior to that, it was hip hop's dead. We ain't seen no hip hop in the top 100 Billboard charts in how many months?
Did you feel like it was dead before that because it wasn't in the Billboard charts?
No, I don't care about Billboard charts or shit like that.
So
I'm talking about the context of because that's what it is. We're looking around, who's dropping? Everybody from the coast waiting on Dot to drop.
Where did G-Dub
He ain't dropped. Who?
G-Dub.
G-Dub who?
East Siders.
What about him?
Where the chart at?
I don't care about charts. What I'm saying
That
is
song was a hit.
we've seen
Where
nobody.
did I Love It chart?
I don't care about the charts. I'm not a chart nigga.
So why would hip hop be dead because of what white folks are doing with
White
their
validation?
with their business?
Outside of the articles, I'm only bringing that up for context
Sure.
because those articles started to come out.
Sure.
But we weren't having those articles when Dot was dropping, when such and such was dropping. Such they couldn't say that. Dot stopped dropping, and everybody started looking around like, well, who finna drop? Nobody was dropping
Classic.
shit.
The charts.
People was dropping shit. So what happened
It was
is
coming and going.
The charts didn't matter as much if we seen like when you said G'd Up and stuff like that. When
Lil
we knew,
Boosie said it all.
no. I mean, no. I Love It, G'd Up and stuff like that was always on TV. So we didn't necessarily compare. Yes, they did compare album sales when it did drop, but if we seen you on TV a lot, then we knew your song was cracking.
Sure.
Hip hop never cared about sales until 50
That's the
started
point.
making it known. Okay, you flop. Then he had the battle with Kanye, and they counted the album sales. That's when it started to matter.
Sure.
I don't judge it by that. We know record
But
labels
I'm
buy
saying, so-
albums, they buy streams. I don't care
So
about that.
so what happened with Billboard specifically is they did things to purposely move hip hop out of it.
Mhm.
Right? They said, okay, instead of 150 streams, you need 250 streams
Yeah,
for it to be one sale. If it's on YouTube now, you need way more, right? They
Move the
did things to
goalposts.
purposely. There was records that would have been in the charts still, but they can't be in the charts longer than so many weeks if they just have in the top 40.
Did you listen to the Iceman album?
No.
Okay.
Listen,
Okay.
outside, fuck all the chart talk. Let's talk rap. Outside of the Iceman album, what other album are we talking about?
There's
I
no
don't,
buzz.
but
With rap.
But again, I don't know. It depends like what you listening to.
Ain't no depends, nigga. What are we talking
I'm
about
telling
in the
you.
culture, nigga? Ain't no depends.
I don't think I think we only talk about Iceman because we worried about us. I don't think we talking about what he talking about on the records.
His
What is
music,
he talking about on the records if he ain't talking about us?
talking
What
about his
album?
heart being broke. He's talking about his emotions and how another chick did him wrong, or he want to knock off
Yeah.
another
He
chick.
didn't. Okay, he didn't listen to the album, so I
Right.
can't ask him about
Yeah.
it. What I'm saying is, name an album or an artist that anybody was checking for prior to that.
I've been
like,
hearing-
oh, hip hop is back.
I've been hearing him talking about tons of artists. Again, what I'm listening to is different. What I'm saying is I've been listening to people talk. It's albums coming out every week.
That's evasion right there. He has not given me an artist or
I'm
an
saying
album the
because-
same way this nigga came.
Oh,
Listen,
no, I did. What were
I
we
got
talking
you.
about?
Can't neither one of these niggas
I
name.
got
We just talked about Rick Ross just dropped. Did
They
you
was
listen
talking about that.
to Set in
They
Stone?
was talking about a bunch of records. They've been
Prior
talking
to
about.
Iceman, gang. Let's
Prior
stick,
to
let's stick with the
Iceman?
timeline. Prior to Iceman.
Sure, I got you.
We were talking about
Okay.
Lil Wayne.
You was
We
saying
talking-
when
no,
Dot
talk-
gonna drop.
No, we did. We brought up Lil
We
Wayne.
brought up Lil Wayne. Let's see how he started doing. He started moving the goalposts like the Billboard chart. We talked about the Lil Wayne. We did a whole episode.
We did.
It's crazy.
We did.
We are not the culture.
What I'm saying is, what artist or album was dropping and niggas was saying what they were saying when Iceman dropped. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
When
but you don't
Iceman
think
dropped,
but you don't
niggas
think,
like, oh shit, it's lit again.
but you don't think part of that is not because it's lit again, is because this is somebody who just got the head sliced off, like, and then now you kind of hoping he gonna talk about it. Then he spent this whole record talking about it, and then after that, like he dropped some songs, but the songs ain't necessarily like they perform well, but then they not. You ever notice this is the fastest a Drake project ever went away? It's not just because it's him, it's because not only is hip hop under attack, this thing we created, rap is under attack.
Yeah.
So again, like I think Rick Ross comes out and they talk about he finna do this numbers. That's part of the same ritual. Like y'all want to be affiliated with this shit that ain't performing. That's how they doing it. So now all them same people that was using numbers is becoming their like they news.
They're becoming victims to it.
Yeah, it's like Rick Ross. It became his news. YG, certain people to me that I don't think I ever paid attention to their numbers, but now it's being showcased. Part of that is your boy. Your boy he's trying to highlight, look, these niggas can't sell and I'm selling.
Who's my boy?
I'm talking about
It's about
Drake.
drink.
Why y'all saying
Not like
Drake is
that,
my
not like
boy?
that.
Like, nigga,
No.
listen, I'm just someone
No.
that's objective and honest. One, the album is a cool album, even outside of
No, I
it
believe
being
it, yeah.
connected
No, don't
to
believe
Kendrick.
him. Don't
Because
believe
look,
him. Listen to it for yourself and get your own opinion,
Nigga,
Because I'm gonna take
it's on your fucking playlist.
Listen, no, it's not.
Shut it, cut it, get the fuck out.
No,
So
it's
they was
not, bro.
they was talking about ASAP Rocky this year when they came out for a couple weeks.
Nobody
When
talked
did he
about
come
that
out?
shit. Not
2
a
weeks.
soul.
no,
Back in January.
Not a soul.
Let me go through this. They talked about the Youngboy album for 2 weeks when it came out. They've been talking about this new.
What about the Clips album? We talked about
That
that.
was a few years ago. That was
No,
a year
that-
ago.
That was years.
No, that was recent.
That was
That was a
recent.
year
That
ago.
was
Yeah,
That was a year
That was
ago.
years ago.
So what I'm saying
He's
is,
saying in that timeline between since Dot stopped
since
So
G&X,
G&X
Dot
to
until
Iceman.
this nigga dropped.
We talked about.
it went on a serious decline when Drake
They
stopped
talked about
dropping.
the game. They talked about J. Cole album.
What?
Yeah.
We talked.
Yeah,
No, we
did
talked
talk
about it.
about the
Yes, we did.
fall off.
The
Remember-
fall off
remember-
was a big. We talked about that.
We
for a
talked
minute.
about it for 48 hours, and that was
That was
outta here.
longer than that because he was doing his run for longer.
And we said,
In
what
a
the fuck
Honda.
you doing in that Honda? You rich, nigga. Get out the Honda.
We talked, but
We don't
it-
want to see that
The
shit.
culture talked
Pandering.
about it for it don't matter. It was
Stop.
spoken on. Every album came and went. Drake
But,
shit
but
came
that's
and went.
because that's
Hip hop is lit again, though, is what I'm
How
saying.
is it lit
No.
again?
It's lit.
No.
Nigga, it's
Ice told this nigga,
It's
Young
the same
Miami,
thing.
Spin That was bigger than Drake's album. That gets more play in the
Yeah,
club
that's
than
true.
any Drake song on the Iceman
That is
album.
crazy. She got the song.
Thank you.
okay, there's nuance. He sued fucking UMG.
That's not
so
we don't start making excuses.
So
It's
listen,
either
allegedly.
It's either-
So now the
Semantics.
industry was against.
Semantics.
We
No,
all
that's
know
not-
what happened,
that's
bro.
not
Like,
true,
let's
though.
stop playing,
That's
bro.
not true though.
That's true.
No.
That is true. He
It
lost.
doesn't- it doesn't
the
matter
battle
if he
stripped
topped
his
the charts.
cultural cachet
Boom.
around across.
What I'm saying is,
Not the label, because the label's pushing shit. That's why she was number one. It wouldn't go number one without them.
what I'm saying is, the label played a part in everything that happened. Dot,
No.
no, listen. Dot destroyed him. Dot had the better songs.
I ain't hear
But
no
to sit
Drake
here
over it.
and act like the label wasn't
They
doing
didn't.
shit
They
is
didn't do
crazy.
nothing. Not
So
a
if
soul
that's
thing.
the case,
It's crazy.
If that's the case, you having this reverence for him being on top is because of the label.
Yes, the label did the same thing for him
So-
that they did against
so-
him. Yes,
so
I'm
you
not
can't-
arguing
you can't
with
say
that.
it's lit.
I'm not arguing
But
with
you
that.
can't
they
say
didn't
it's
do
lit
it- they
just
didn't
off
do
of
it-
him.
They didn't do it against him. They didn't do nothing against him. They made him what he is.
G Malone, stop it, man.
They did.
I wouldn't lie to you.
The label makes damn near every artist who they are.
So then, which one did it make them not who they was ever historically?
who? You know what I mean? These CB4 ass, man, you know these
That's
niggas.
not what I'm
These
saying. I'm
niggas
saying-
don't be these niggas
I'm
behind the
saying-
scenes, bro.
I'm saying which.
Come on, stop it.
I'm not saying that. I'm
So
saying
saying he
who
has
they
a lit.
didn't make. When did the label? How did the label go against him besides promoting his records?
The UMG shit. Okay, the bots, they make it show.
That's what they do for every
He
artist.
had bots too.
What I'm saying
It was
is,
all good for him until it wasn't good.
What I'm saying
And they
is,
still did it for him.
you could not go nowhere without hearing Not Like Us. I know for sure.
Because that's how hip
because
records
that-
work.
I know for sure they made sure, like, no, we finna have this napalm
No,
bomb
the
on this
record,
song.
the record.
Matter
was,
of fact, not only we
the
gonna
record
have it
was that
bombing on the
good.
nigga, Super Bowl, perform that shit.
But
Bomb
no,
on the nigga
the
from
record
world.
was that-
Stop it, man.
the record was that
I can't
good.
believe that.
so
I
why?
believe it.
So why?
Jay-Z runs his halftime
Okay,
show.
it don't matter
So
though.
why would
Drake
Jay-Z
just-
get in a business
did not-
with Jimmy?
Now they beefing. He
Didn't
throwing
Drake-
shots at Jay.
Didn't
Jig
Drake?
is up.
Didn't Drake just
Come on,
perform?
bro.
You don't think that you kind of falling into the narrative that he's
No, I'm not, nigga. I
You're
see
saying
what's
that
going
the
on.
record had to be that
I'm
good
asking
for
you a
people
I
to
see what's
so-
going
so-
on.
So if Interscope
Didn't
was
Drake
working
just
a
perform
record,
World Cup or something like that?
no, he didn't.
No,
that was
Future.
Future. That was
Future.
Future.
That was a
Okay.
lie. That shit.
That was
Okay,
Future.
that was supposed to.
Nah,
No, I was gonna say no because that was gonna make my next point. But even if he did or didn't, the Not Like Us record was actually a good record. That record can still be played right now.
I never said
So,
it.
so
wasn't.
but I'm
you're
saying
saying with the
we
just
machine.
justified.
What I'm
They
saying is
promoted
Drake
Lou,
should have a
but they
record right
promoted
now that
Family
that's
Matters the same way.
that's
No, they didn't.
So
They did.
ultimately,
No,
It's
they
not a hit.
but I
No,
still-
his bot form did.
No,
But I still-
Shout out to Bo Rock. We know Drake got a team of bots just like Kendrick got a
So
team. I have
ultimately,
a
what I
K-bot
still
right
get from
here.
this is because I'm about the bars. I know Masai be about the quality of the music. So about the quality, that shit trash. Now,
What's
in
trash?
This Drake album, I couldn't get through it.
I'm not gonna
But-
say it's trash.
Okay, that's fine. But in terms of the buzz, regardless of what
Did
you
a
think
good
about, I get that what you're speaking to. Hey, we ain't been because it hasn't been nothing to talk about. I'm not saying that the album is quality. For me, the shit ass.
I'm gonna keep it G with you.
But just the buzz around hip hop been like the NBA for the last 10 years. It's like 1 to 2 people, if that. It's really not entertaining. It's not been interesting. So he's brought the energy back, whatever that energy is, something to talk about, be involved. Other than that, what were we talking about?
But I think that's happened every year since. It happened with Kendrick the year before. It happened with the Clips after. It happened with Drake. I think the biggest J. Cole did it. I think
No.
they're all doing that.
Hell no. They didn't have that energy.
I'm gonna
Fuck
tell you this right
Yeah.
now, bro. Excluding you,
The clip, you don't think
and
the Clips have the
nobody's
same energy?
nobody's out
As
here yelling
Iceman?
out shebang, bro.
You don't think so?
No.
No man,
I think it was a great album, classic. They
You don't
performed
think
at
the
the
clip- you
Vatican.
don't think the
The
setup was-
energy, no.
I think the energy was just as good.
I'm gonna
No.
tell you this right now. If Drake really had that type of fan bots, again, he'll perform at the World Cup. He'll perform at the Super Bowl. I don't care if he's beefing with Jay-Z. The people want what they want.
Huh? How can you beef with the nigga controlling the halftime show?
Hold on, but even if he
what are we talking about, gang?
But even if he performed,
it's politics.
Him performing or not, he's still a pop artist that's worldwide and he's known. But to act like he's the only one that's making noise in hip hop just because everybody else tastes on certain music is
not to mention he's spending $5 or $6 million to promote an album. None of these other people, they can't even get that.
They got big ass ice blocks.
He borrowing money to get that kind of stuff.
Of course, he went at the fucking label. They not giving him the money to do it no more.
His music. What I'm saying is they not like us. Legs carry weight because of the quality of what Kendrick put together.
But that song is nobody else is getting that kind of money from labels to promote an album.
We now, bro, I did say
like
that.
not just him. No, he's not going through something. How much did Rick Ross get to promote his album? How much did T.I. get to promote his album? Like motherfuckers ain't money in it. They out of hip hop. They like, you know what, we gonna stick with this country thing, Trump the president, this is what we gonna put our money on.
But even with all that said, the nigga still made number one.
I think that's what he's supposed to do.
With all three though. All three, boom, boom, boom. Ross, triple wood.
Yeah, but he also didn't borrow $6 million to promote his record.
Whatever the case, if the music is the music,
it's not. But the music is not the music.
If the music is the music,
but the proof is
culture gonna make sure
the music is not the music because it's not legendary music. Like I said, they're not like us on that album, bro. There's not.
We ain't gotta go that far. I'm saying there's not.
We're going that far. He said number one.
There's not a God's plan. There's not 1,000. There's not a Jimmy's Crooks. That's not the point. What I'm saying is, if somebody spends $6 million promoting your podcast, it'll look different. I don't give a fuck what you talking about.
Yeah.
So again. When I'm saying to you, somebody spent $6 million in promoting their record, their album, and then somebody else don't spend $60,000, it's different.
I don't care about the look. I'm saying the music and the energy around it, regardless of the promo.
The energy is created.
We could have put $6 million around Rick Ross' album, and it's not bringing the same energy Iceman did.
If he just woke up, if he woke up today and said, "Here go new Drake," and dropped the Iceman, it wouldn't have had the same. It wouldn't.
Yes, it would because is he gonna diss Kendrick?
No, that's what you.
Is he gonna diss Kendrick?
But
yes,
but it wouldn't have been this.
It wouldn't have been what?
The build up, the build block of ice.
Exactly. The whole shenanigans. Yes.
Since when was it a shot against you to promote an album?
Nobody said it's a shot. I'm saying that other people. What I'm saying is the whole point. I didn't say it was a shot.
The excitement you're talking about is coming from somebody spending millions upon millions of dollars to promote.
It costs money to do that type of shit.
No. If J. Cole spent $6 million to promote his album, it'd have been way bigger. If Rick Ross spent $6 million, if T.I., any of them.
How much did J. Cole spend going across fucking country?
Not $6 million.
That's why
pulling up at fucking Jiffy Lube like I relate. Come on, bro.
Right now, bro.
What are we talking
it's like
about?
promoting the fight.
He tried to
boom. There you go.
You think they cost $6 million?
No, what I'm saying is he tried to cause the uproar.
Messiah, explain what you just said. It's like promoting the fight, right?
Yeah.
It's certain
a fight is gonna be bigger once it's promoted more.
Bro, you niggas is smoking rocks.
No, bro.
So let me ask you this. Would you agree that he was gonna do well anyway because of the anticipation?
Sure.
Meaning he got his actual.
He was gonna do 200,000 records no matter what happened.
He got his fan base, and then he got people who may not be a fan, but I want to know what he about to say, which adds to the sales. I think that's why it looks like it was a success. Then there's the people who heard it and was like, that shit was a flop. So I get the $6 million. It looks glamorous
and going into
all of that.
Look, and it's not to say. I mean, this is still Drake. We talking about somebody that's gonna do 150,000 stand on top of their head. It's Drake, one of the biggest pop stars in the history of music.
But they put him in these GOAT debates. But then when we compare,
we put him in a GOAT debate.
You have.
I never put him in the GOAT debate.
You okay? Okay.
Regardless
of that, he's the top nigga. Whatever. We put him in these debates. Then we compare the niggas that had time to run in the game, and they were selling millions of records. So is it that much of him selling records 200,000 or whatever the case may be? Is it that big of something right now?
Yes, he blew past all them niggas.
But they were selling millions.
Right. He's done millions. He done broke damn near every record you could fucking break.
Of course.
From hits to sales.
On charts?
Like, yes, on the charts.
He got number one charts and stuff like that, but he also has a lot of features where we all know Drake hops on features to keep itself relevant, bro.
Everybody does that.
No, not everybody does it.
Everybody does that.
So, again, when Ross hops on a feature, does it guarantee to go to number one? No.
Because Ross isn't Drake.
That's not necessarily true neither.
Nigga,
that's
Drake,
part of it, but it's also the part that you get access to a pop budget with Drake.
Listen,
he crossed over different genres, correct?
Well, the money the way radio's gonna play him, it'd be the same thing you arguing against. They don't see him like they see us.
Exactly, because he 1 minute he could do a Jamaican song, next minute he could be gangster.
And I think that speaks to his ability as a record maker. But I just think when you're really talking about it, I think him spending the money changes. This is where you get a lot of the extra attention. I think this is gonna be crazy. I think he does the same numbers as J. Cole if he just drops a record. But I think because he did a good job of creating things that make sense for him. But I just find it odd. I find it odd that he don't have a record.
That's the West Coast. How?
No, it's not no West Coast vibe.
Janice ain't a record.
Bro, he does it.
Janice ain't a record.
I'm pretty sure.
Are we really finna sit here and say Janice ain't a record?
Do you feel like Janice is like what Drake had before?
What you mean? Like
no,
it's
not.
typical Drake record.
No, that's not.
What's the difference between Janice and Jumbotron?
No, that's Jumbotron is way.
You
more
love
hit.
Jumbotron.
Janice
is a bigger hit than Jumbotron,
but it's not a better song. It's not.
It's a bigger hit than Jumbotron.
It's not.
Is it play on the radio every day?
No.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. He know this is cat because again we've been outside together in the city. Outside, bro. Drake is not being played.
They
like
played the nigga. Sincerely Yours played the nigga.
Like I said, when we was out,
they played Jumbotron. They didn't play Janice.
They didn't play Janice, but they played Young Miami. They didn't play none of that. They didn't play.
They didn't play Iceman.
They didn't play Lil Guardian. None of that, bro.
The thing is, he's gonna make a good record because he's one of the best record makers in history. I just think it's kind of obvious that the culture kind of like, okay, well, whatever. Like, you know what I mean? They fuck with it. It's jamming or it's not, whatever. I think it's more of a whatever moment. I think he did a good job of kind of galvanizing the space for a good 3 weeks, 4 weeks. But really, once the money ran out, so did the buzz.
Bro, we in the streaming era where every album is coming and going. But that album
that
got like talked about more than every other album that dropped.
But it also had...
Niggas talk about a nigga album for a day. Okay, let's get this tape. And that shit gone, nigga.
That's also because, one, it is one of the biggest pop artists in history. And also, he's spending millions upon millions of dollars to keep the conversation going.
As long as
the social media bots, different things. Like, I'm looking at it right now. Like, nobody's really talking about the album today, right now, right? It ain't really nothing to talk about. It wasn't kind of, you got it when you first heard it. But I'm looking at what they spending on certain things to stay trending, and I'm watching what they doing. They spending a lot of money, and that's where that thing came back when the people were suing them because that was the money they spent to do it.
Glasses. If Kendrick was to drop next week, we're not talking about Drake no more. We're going to be talking about this new album that Kendrick come out with.
What? Niggas is definitely gonna be talking. They gonna be saying is Kendrick gonna diss Drake.
But I think they're saying that they're not talking about Drake's album.
No, he's saying that's why he's saying he's gonna be the next.
He's gonna be the next wave. We're not gonna be comparing the Iceman album to Kendrick. We're gonna be talking about what Kendrick's talking about, what song is hot, what song is not, and if he did talk about Drake, yeah, we're gonna speak on that. But we're not gonna compare the two because we already know Kendrick's a better rapper.
Nah, you gonna compare it.
No, we're not.
You're gonna compare it.
He already beat him. There's no
compare.
But guess what? He already beat him. Why is there to compare? I already knocked
you're
him out.
Forever gonna get compared.
Because it's like what you doing now. Drake because they gonna have it because Drake has a core fan base.
But Drake already talked about Kendrick on this new album. It's still not
regardless
the
people that had Drake to win that battle, that felt like he won that battle, are still gonna compare that album. We're gonna compare that album. I'm just saying. Now it might not be in a bad light, but people are going to speak on that.
Do you think Kendrick can drop no promo, no nothing, out the blue on some Beyonce shit? And
that's what he did with GNX, bro. GNX was just that, bro. GNX was that. GNX didn't have no it didn't have no promo. It just dropped.
And that's what I'm asking you. Can Drake do?
No.
Like Beyonce wake up, drop. He would have dropped Iceman. That shit would have did the same thing. It wouldn't have did the same thing.
So
that was synonymous with the beef, though.
It's been 2 years, bro.
That was synonymous with the beef.
What was
it? Don't matter. It's Drake.
GNX.
You're saying he's the best.
GNX.
But he didn't do no promotion.
Even right now, it'll be everything they finna do for the next at least probably 4 years is gonna be synonymous with the beef. Like this album was synonymous with the beef.
I agree.
And like he didn't do nothing to make sure he separated it from the beef. He made it about the beef, which was 2 years ago.
They're forever tied to each other like Nas and Jay. Forever. We're going to forever talk about Takeover versus Ether.
So
same thing. Drake, that's what it is right now.
What I would ask is then, what are we looking for from Kendrick whenever he drops? What are we looking for? What is he going to talk about at this point? Because he's already defeated Drake. Why would I keep talking about somebody I defeat? So at this point, what am I going to talk about?
You talk about his legacy.
I'm not expecting Kendrick to get out and if he makes an album, to even think about Drake. I expect Kendrick to do what he does. All his albums have been synonymous to what he's dealing with. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. From Damn to Good Kid, Mad City, he's always been his way of even good. What is it?
Pimple Butterfly.
No, Mr. Morale.
The greatest thing, like I said, man. I remember telling people around Cash Money at the time, the worst mistake Drake did was take that battle. That just was never gonna work out. Even if you won, it just wasn't gonna work out.
I didn't think we was gonna see it go to that level.
The crazy part is,
you did not know what was going on that level like that.
Yes, I did. We was at the Hollywood studio. We was at the Hollywood. Yes, I did. I said Kendrick got something.
I didn't know it was gonna happen.
I said Kendrick got something big, and he go smash that.
You didn't think he was gonna do?
I didn't think it was gonna go crazy.
Nah,
listen, bro. Last year, bro, I can't stand this nigga Drake, bro. I think this nigga annoying as fuck. I'm gonna keep it real with you. So I was like, Kendrick gonna have that same energy. He coming out like a nigga from the projects with them dirty ass Air Force Ones, ready to get this nigga bike.
Nobody knew that when Kendrick dropped his first two disses. You did not know.
I did
Not
know.
Like Us was coming.
Yes, I did. I know where Kendrick come from. Yes, I did.
Not Like Us.
Don't be mad because I knew it. I predicted it.
Jay-Z versus Drake. Who you got? Because that's what's brewing right now. That's what everybody talking about.
You know what's funny, man? You better leave that old man alone. To be honest, man, I think Drake just needs to just kind of, and he ain't gonna listen to me because he ain't listened to me before. But the truth is, it's like, leave these people alone, man. You can't, this ain't a rap battle. Hip hop is a real cultural movement, and you cannot just battle niggas who know how to galvanize the culture. See, they could battle niggas that be talking sometimes like y'all, like Meek Mill. They just go, oh, fuck the hood and all that. You could beat them type of niggas.
I'm trying to throw that like we
can. Yeah, nigga, look, he's trying to throw shots. Nigga, no, that's not working. I'm saying, no, I'm saying. That's how Meek Mill. OGs is rocking already. The jig is up. That's how the jig is up. Because that's how Meek Mill be like, you can't go back to the hood. But I'm saying, like, you could beat that type of nigga. You can't beat no nigga that, like, is for real on this shit. And, like, Jay is one of them niggas that's like a, you know what I mean? Like, he's on bullshit. Like Dot, like I'm telling him, like Dot on bullshit. Like Meek ain't on no bullshit. These niggas is on bullshit. They are really prideful, cultural niggas.
I believe also, too, being from the West, you know, our culture comes from, unfortunately, a lot of gangbang. We come from a lot of battling with one another, regardless of what it is. So I really felt like anytime you go against any West Coast artist, that's like you're kind of playing in their domain. You're like playing like it. Yeah, it's like the West, we don't lose.
Especially Dot, bro. Like but I think I told the homie I figured out what it was. Drake got a different respect for niggas from the streets. Always had. He understand that this is the culture. He get it more than everybody else. And I just always felt like he didn't see Dot like that. He thought Dot was like this nerdy blog era kid. And I'm like,
no, he really.
I'm like, bro, this nigga's a fucking asshole, bro. Like, you know what I mean? A raggedy little nigga, got 100 jokes, you know what I'm saying? Like, he fucked up. Like, he fighting, he just a little screw up. And it's like, but I think because people hear good kid, man, say that means he's a good kid. I'm like, no.
I don't even think he seen that way. I just think he believed that, nigga, I'm Drake. I can rap with the best of them. I get in the
paint. He bigger than the program?
Not even bigger than the program. He just probably believed in himself that much to where he didn't understand Dot's lyricism and how he is when it comes to rapping.
I think he overestimated star power too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just to go against Meek, you get your.
But I don't think any of those things are the problem. The problem is when we keep reducing this thing we got going here to like just some ability, not really like a movement of people, like a movement of people how we do our things together and it's cool. Like sometimes I think we do reduce it down to just technical, and that's why niggas think they can get in and be like, "Oh, I know how to do it as good as them." Bitch, it's like getting a soul food restaurant. Soul food recipe. There's something extra in this shit. And I ain't just, you can't just read the recipe, bro.
You gotta have stuff.
It's something, you know what I mean? That make it like
factor.
That magic.
And that's hip hop in a nutshell. Like, so Drake could pick up a pen, bro, and write all this shit or have somebody else write it, and he can even deliver it. But it's a little extra that makes soul food.
And that's why I say Drake is not hip hop because he's not of the culture.
Yeah,
he's not hip hop is crazy.
He's not, bro.
Say not hip hop is crazy.
He's not hip hop, bro. He's a pop star. He's a Rihanna.
Bro, he folks was bumping Drake before he got demolished.
Yeah, y'all niggas.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's a K-Rock shit, bro.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
I listened to him. That's why I said it was mid because I know the capabilities of the hit songs you can make.
You listen to pop music, like it's not like it's the end of the world. Like, people used to listen to
He's
pop
exceeded
music
hip hop.
None of you niggas was saying, "Oh, he ain't hip hop before the beef."
Stop saying that.
Maybe outside of glasses.
I've been saying that.
You was for sure saying
you know why?
But it's not. We're not taking something away when we say not hip hop.
No, he wants to be hip hop, but he
I don't even know. I don't even think he want to be hip hop. I think
Drake want
other
to be
black
a hood,
people,
bro. Drake want to be that
I'll
top
be
kid.
honest. I think it's a lot of black people that feel like they live through him, so they need him. He know he not hip hop. He talk like he not hip hop. I ain't even from down here. I don't even belong in this. I ain't even this type of nigga. He didn't call himself a hip hop nigga. That nigga say I'm an R&B nigga.
He talk crazy on
body
tracks.
by a singing nigga.
Boom.
Like
he talk crazy on tracks, but like you said, in person he has a whole different
Demeanor.
thing. But he knows what to sell to people.
He
That's
has
the
in
thing.
content
No,
mode.
I
He's
think-
in content mode.
I think what happened was it wasn't even so much him, right? Like I think he get a lot of extra credit. I think his real credit as a record maker. I think he's a average at best marketing. Like I wouldn't even compare him to Game or Kendrick as marketing or Nip or none of them. I think he's about a C+ marketer. But what I think he whoop everybody ass at is making records. Like the first day that nigga came to Cash Money, bro. Like I told y'all last time, cause that nigga was just like out of this world. Like he was a pro at making records. And I think it started off as just that, right? But then I think he looked and he was like, oh, I could finally be one of them niggas. You know what I mean? Because that was his thing. Like he just, a lot of people, I watch all kind of rappers from here try to use this to bolster up their gangbang status. I'm like, bro, you can't be like, you can't use rap to bolster up your gangbang status. Like you actually probably gonna have to fuck your life up. You know what I'm saying? Shout
Let
out
me
to
ask you
Soulja Boy.
this. I don't know if this makes
Shout out to
sense.
Soldier.
Would you say he was like, even though he is the celeb, he's still a fan within it? I think he portrayed himself as a fan.
I think it's to his point. He a fan of us.
But even though he
You know what
was
I'm saying?
on surface, he looked like the man, but he still portrayed himself as a fan. Like
Just
you just
look-
said,
just
he got
Hey,
put on.
Drake is
Just
low-key
look.
a music connoisseur. Like he studies rap from
Like from
every
outside
genre, every
perspective.
decade.
Yeah, for any musician too. He studies all music, but I think it's something he said. I heard him say before. I think he a fan of us. I think he a fan of us. Like he a fan of the
This
culture,
culture.
not just black people, but specifically
West.
this street urban shit.
Right.
And he thinks that shit is the fucking cat's pajamas, bro. Like he into it. He think that shit is great, and so that's why. Like instead of going to do the things with the biggest artists in the world, he like, nah, because I'm that. So I need to go fuck with them, and that bolsters my status and that lifestyle.
Hey, Glass, I got a question for you. Because on the Verzuz battle, they did a moment of dedication to Nip. R.I.P. Nip. We love Nip. But I was asking bros last night, if Nip was alive right now, who could he do a Verzuz battle against?
No, you
Like
said
a crib version. You know how we just did the Pyro version of Game and YG? Who can it be as far as a crib versus battle with Nip?
You
I
know
got
what
a
it
two-pack right
you
now.
know
bro.
what would have been crazy? Him and Q.
Didn't I say that? Hey, that was the first person I, said, right?
First person
Okay,
you said.
that was the first person I said.
I don't know if him and Spank could do it, but it'll be interesting. You feel me?
I don't know
That's
nobody
exactly,
else.
That's exactly what I said, bro.
Only reason why, because that street politic is so, it runs so deep.
Sure.
I don't know if that can happen.
Probably couldn't, but I'm saying other than that, I don't really see a lot of people like he couldn't. He not like far enough with Cube or Dog or
Yeah,
you know,
those are
them type
two.
of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, these
You know
niggas
what
was
I
mean?
saying
The age
Snoop
gap
and
is
shit
too
like
much.
that.
No, I said the only
You
no,
crazy.
no,
You
no,
talking
no.
about niggas that got
Yeah, you niggas
barrels and
I was
barrels
saying,
of
bro,
records.
But it's only but you only got to use a
20.
certain amount of records.
20's a lot.
Still.
But you gotta understand, Snoop and them, they got
Out of here.
Niggas-
hundreds.
Yeah.
Whatever his 20 is, they got double
They
that
got-
already.
Yeah, it's
They
not.
ain't even double.
Not gonna be
They
close.
got shit.
So you think Schoolboy Q is the only one who can really have like a good
I
versus
think
against
because it'll
Nip
be
was a lot.
interesting when it's interesting and it's not when it's not. But
I think it's closer than niggas think if we able
That-
to use mixtapes.
I think you can use mixtape, but I don't know. I just don't. I
Nip
don't
got some
know.
mix.
No, it'll be closer for maybe if you a Nip fan. I'm talking about the
Yeah,
world. You got to think.
so.
Game did songs yesterday where outside of the West, people said, "What the fuck
Yeah,
is
like
this?
Dot.
I never heard of this
Like
shit."
Yeah.
Dot
They was on Twitter like, "I don't know none of this
Dot
gangbang shit."
ended up doing 6 million streams yesterday because people just and that was like a big party record.
Yeah, for out
For
here.
us,
Yeah, but they did 6 million. Like, oh, what's this? This gang song is like, so it's probably gonna do well. So I don't know, man. I feel like with Homie is just like with Drake is just like the reason I say he not hip hop is just he not street urban culture at all. Like not even a little bit. Not like he not a gang member or he a thug, but like he like a real.
He had a bar
straight-
mitzvah, bro. I understand what you're saying. I know
Yeah,
exactly
he
what you.
like a real accountant.
Hold on, you got a song with Drake?
Nah, man, I had the opportunity, but for me,
Oh wow, wait, what you trying to say?
That's all I'm
So you say if he had a song with Drake, he wouldn't be talking
No,
about it?
no.
I'm just saying,
No,
Cash
dude
Money,
been good to me.
Maybe
Like,
Glasses ain't get that
No,
feature.
no,
Now you
no.
like,
Dude,
fuck this nigga.
listen, I'll be honest. I
Nah,
saw
but
that.
when he had haters,
Dude been good to me.
Because when you dropped haters, was Drake?
No, he
signed
wasn't.
on
He
it?
had just signed there, but it was the time he asked me to rap on certain. Like, dude is not like I get it. I don't have a disdain for dude. I get how people feel. I swear to God,
You ain't got a disdain.
I swear on my life.
The only one who got
I
more
do.
hate for the nigga than you is this nigga.
I don't like
So I don't. What the
I don't-
fuck?
I don't
What do
have-
you call
that's
that?
why
That's
I
not
so
disdain.
Because what disdain? Like I'm. It's not. I'm
Call
saying
it
not
for what
hip hop
it
because
is.
I don't like it. I think he's great. I keep telling y'all. I can give him the direct credit, and niggas is not gonna hear that. They're gonna be like, this thing.
So what made you not listen to Ice Man?
Yeah.
That's
but
disdain.
that's not
No,
disdain.
let
like,
him cook.
my initial problem, right, is the more I got into hip hop myself. So remember when I first came in, I'm just a 7th Street Crip nigga, man. I'm a Sharm Dillon ass 7th Street Watch Crip nigga. I didn't really know what hip hop was. It was just like, I heard a million rap. Come on, cuz I saw all these movies in the theaters. I heard NWA as a little kid. I knew something. I Spade T. I knew the music, but I didn't know what it was. So when I got into business, I didn't really have. If I liked the song, I liked the song. If I didn't, it didn't. It didn't have to mean more to me, right? So when I met Drake, he was outstanding, bro. Like successful, all these songs. This nigga was like top tier. Like I just never seen no shit like this. Ooh, this nigga is amazing, right? So as I get into hip hop and I start digging deeper and start seeing what it mean to us, that's what start making
Music
me
is powerful.
shake and it start being like, oh damn, okay, what am I really listening for? And it happened to Cole the same way. Like if I feel like you wasn't really of street urban culture, like it kind of start being like, or if it was diet or light, kind of was like, maybe I'll get to your record when I get some time.
You
So
feel
you
like
had to be a street
hold
nigga?
on, no, but
No.
you said you said with Cole, so you don't feel like J. Cole come from nothing?
Not like this, no.
Because they say
He didn't answer
they
the
say
question, though.
huh?
He didn't explain why he didn't listen to Ice Man.
I'm finna get to it. So what happens is now I start having kind of standards on what I'm listening to and why I'm listening to it. So for Drake, it was like, man, you know what you doing, bro. Like, you know when you suing this company over this record, you threatening the way that a lot of people that I grew up with, how they got out the ghetto, how they did that. You know this could have deadly consequence. Rick Ross was in my top 5 for years, bro. Like this
Really?
nigga's one of my favorite niggas.
Top 5.
Damn.
Yes.
That's a
my
total
top 5.
contradiction of what you just said.
But listen, right?
Especially
But
when you
listen
was
to this.
selling water out here, bro.
Right? But dig this. My top 5, probably Dogface, Jay, Ross, and Ye. 2 crazy niggas, right? I didn't care for a long time, like what the music. If I liked the music, I jam it, that's it. But the more I got into hip hop, the culture, 2011 all the way to 2019, as I started learning what hip hop really was, it meant more.
What does hip hop mean to you? Or like when you say
It's this authentic expression of how street urban people live. People that come from where it became our CNN. It's how we tell each other what's happening.
and you feel like
It
Ross
means
was
something.
top 5 in that.
Yeah.
But no,
No.
hey,
No.
hey,
Wow.
no,
Officer.
aside.
No.
Because I still want to answer why he
Wow.
didn't answer
I'm
Ice
letting
Man.
No, that's a great
understand.
question.
Yeah.
No. But I didn't hear music that way.
So
You know
But
what
I
I'm
would
saying?
think I'm gonna just say you this, Glasses, being from where you from, for you to fuck with Ross, I'm not gonna lie, that was a shock because what you just said you was doing, bro. I would think you would listen more to J.O. Felony than you would Ross because J.O. used to talk about the water. We go smoke a
Well,
dick.
it wasn't. I wasn't looking for relation. I just wanted the music that I thought was good music. It didn't have
So
to have a backing.
so
to
the
it.
art.
All right.
Well, if
So
the
you
record
can
was good,
separate the artist from the art.
back then, I could.
So right now, do you listen to Ross currently?
No, and that's my problem, right? And you know the thing that broke it wasn't the fact that I obviously knew he wasn't He wasn't Rick Ross. I know Freeway.
For
It
sure.
wasn't that. It was when he started talking about him. Then I'm starting to look at the type of man he is. Like, because when I met Ross, remember I got a song. I got 2 songs with Ross.
Right.
Ross introduced himself to all my homeboys, bro. Like, I had homeboys that not from my gang, but just niggas I was with. He introduced himself. That was like the coolest thing, my nigga. Like, you speak to niggas and all that, man. It made me fuck with him differently. So I expected him to be a solid nigga. So now when I'm seeing him doing booth shit, right, in the name of marketing, it's making me look crazy. And some other little shit happens. So I'm like, damn. And then like the shit he was talking about Freeway. And he was saying Freeway was a bum and he smoked crack. And I'm like, yeah, nah, bro. I'm not fucking with you at all. Straight up. Like, I don't give a fuck how dope I liked your shit. You know what I mean? Like, it was already necessarily, I wasn't looking for authenticity, but at least I would allow it to entertain me. Now it's to the point, my nigga, I'm not letting that shit you talking about at all. So niggas would get out. So with Drake, it was like the lawsuit. Like I listened to Drake shit before that. Like if I like the song, I jam it, whatever. But now it's like, nigga, this street urban culture, this the only thing we got artistically that's actually making noise, that really can create opportunities for us. You suing this label could threaten how niggas is making a living, and you don't give a fuck because you just so selfish. You lying because you know these people didn't do nothing special. You a fucking lie. You a fucking lie, nigga. We all know the business, nigga. They did the same thing for your record that they did for his record. You know his record took off. You knew what it was. And you didn't do that because you thought they bought it or nothing. You did that because you thought you had enough cachet to make them take the record down. That put you off my list. I'm not fucking with you. I'm not listening to that
Is
shit.
what he doing threatening? Because we see the game changing more and more, and we get into points where it seems like we just said they're trying to push hip hop out of the top.
Part of this, I think.
Even with these labels, then you're not getting no money with streams. This is still part of the labels.
But I think part of this is also the fast track of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, because what they usually do is just like when they took Black Rock and Roll, they gave it to the white folks and they put money. When we stopped that shit, when Doc put that record out and stopped that shit from happening, they was like, oh, we can't get this to white people, because you see they was trying to give it to Jack. You can start seeing all the motherfuckers.
Right. Jack Harlow and them, right? Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Because if what he's saying with the lawsuit is actually the reason he's suing, I don't see how that's hurting.
The lawsuit is about defamation. That's the problem. Not no bots, not nothing.
Minor stuff.
It's defamation. Yeah. Hey, you're defaming me. It's something that you know is rooted in defamation. Competing on records is about disrespecting and defaming somebody else's character. That's the problem.
So in a sense, you still mad at Dot, really, and it's not even about the record label.
He cried to the rules and regulation of like, hey, he beat me.
Because I thought it was okay. I'm on the label as well. The label
He's not on the label.
Is not now.
No, he was never on the label.
They gave him the same little package.
He was never on the label. He was on Republic. Dot is on Interscope. John Janik is a different boss, right? They both are under the distribution of UMG, but they both signed to different record labels. But see, again, that's him misleading the general public that's ignorant. The truth is, he told them to take the song down. They didn't. They like, man, we not taking this song. They just ignored him. Like, nigga, you sound crazy. He had his counsel send another notice. This is all in his lawsuit. Yeah. Hey, y'all need to take the song down or I'm threatening legal action. They tell him, man, you gonna look stupid as fuck. A nigga diss you in a rap battle and you mad now talking about you gonna threaten the suit. Dude, whatever. And he went through with it. This is what this is all about. Even in the lawsuit, bro, he alleges, oh, the song was so disrespectful, it got my house shot up. The song was so disrespectful, people making fun of my kids. Bitch, that's how a battle works.
Yeah, that's crazy word.
You know what I'm saying? So that type of thing is not nothing else. It's not none of the other shit. It's just like, bro, why would you threaten something? Which it mattered, right? Because they couldn't pass it. Just like they passed R&B to white people. They passed R&B to white people. Adele, Sam Smith, feel me? Justin Bieber. Y'all ain't noticed like R&B get moved to neo soul to these micro budgets, but then here go these R&B people or these white folks doing pop music that get like all the budget. They do it every time. Did it with rock and roll. They tried to do it with hip hop. He was the first person.
I get that. See, I was under the impression, okay, they both got the distro, and then you're using your powers that you once used for me against me now. But nigga, we're both on the same conglomerate. Yeah, nah. So that's why I'm suing y'all. Hold on, what the fuck y'all doing? Nigga, I'm playing for y'all.
This thing is,
and then y'all trying to tear me down.
So basically, this was my point earlier. They both had their own budgets. They both had their songs pushed.
But
one song was better than the other, and that's what the legs that killed.
Somebody read that shit. I gotta.
Nah, he can't believe it now because everything he been saying about Drake, now I go against it
because it ain't
because Drake is not part of the culture, bro.
No, this is a fact, but it's not UMG. One guy signed to Republic Records, the other guy signed to Interscope Records. It's two different bosses, two different budgets. He was upset because of how PG Lane chose to market their shit. He had the same ability. He chose a different route. Like Dot did shit like I'll spend some money. Okay, Spotify got this program where if they'll start to expose your music for taking a percentage of it. The same thing is to Drake. Drake chose to spend his money buying a van and shooting a music video and telling everybody he's gonna do this.
Okay, like so we both right. It was defamation and it was the promo, like I was saying. No, that's the part of it that I read.
It's only a defamation case, and here is the saying y'all doing something illegal too. The whole lawsuit is about defamation, and I'm throwing in that y'all doing something illegal.
Well, with the promo, with the bots and
It's
the
like
streams
I see what you're saying. It's like you go to court and they're trying to throw these extra charges to trump it so something can stick.
No, just you make somebody look dirty. Feel me? Here's my charge: defamation. You're defaming my character. And then the pursuit of how you went about defaming my character. Here are the illegal practices you did to defame.
Did the streams actually disappear though?
No. Again, like right now.
Because I don't have a side. I just call it down the middle.
No, you got a side, bro.
Did millions? How do I got a side?
I
said
got a side,
Kendrick fucked him over live as it was happening.
You need Drake. You said it before. We need Drake because hip hop is dead, bro.
Listen,
what?
Listen. What
You
I'm
said
saying
that
is,
before, bro.
what I'm saying is, no, listen.
You said that before.
He has zero facts. He didn't
Bro.
read the fucking court. Because I know
Messiah.
for a fact I read the part
We
about
not talked about
the promotion.
this on the viral way. Without Drake, hip hop is dead because we don't talk about it. Albums come and go. Drake is the longest we ever talked about it because I can't stand that nigga. That's the why we talk about it, because he's trying to force these songs on us to make it sound like they're popping and they're not, bro.
So how is that not true?
You're like a bot right now. You're trying to force it down the public so we can. Not real
This
talk.
nigga's a K-pop
He's trying to do the way where the music is kind of be stuck in our head. Now we all of a sudden like it because it's stuck in our head because he's playing this.
Okay, so when Kendrick gets on the camera and thanks Drake himself,
that's cool.
For taking him on
He gave him an
tour
opportunity, just
and
like
saying
Game
that he helped
Game
him.
did too. Game did as well. Game
so did you discredit Drake back then and say, man, fuck Drake? He ain't hip hop. What is Kendrick talking about? No, what I'm saying is, did you discredit him when Dot himself came out and said,
do you feel like he's discredited?
I feel like
yes.
I feel like
what credit do you feel like he don't get?
I feel like whatever credit he had prior to this battle, for most people, especially on the West, is gone.
Yeah,
the same niggas who was saying.
But what credit do you think they took from him?
His authenticity.
You think people thought he was authentic before this?
Yeah, for sure. I think they thought he was authentic hip hop. I don't never think they thought he was a hood nigga. But as far as hip hop,
what do you mean authentic?
None of you niggas was saying he wasn't hip hop, bro.
I mean, obviously, right? What do you mean authentic hip hop? You knew
they had a Drake stimulus. It was called a Drake stimulus. Do a song with Drake, and you're out of here.
But that's not hip hop.
Why is not?
That is the market. That's the record label giving you a pop budget for their biggest pop artist.
I don't care about that. I'm saying to the naked eye, to the fan. If you do a song with Rod, let's say Rod is Drake. Hey, Messiah, get on with Rod. You out of here. The fan don't know the label's paying the radio.
But I'm saying
paying for streams. To the naked eye,
that didn't look at authenticity. That just knew that if you get on the song with Drake, it's gonna crack. But for the most part, but when you started to see the Drake interviews, the things like that, you're like, hold on, this is two different people that's on the
exactly.
track.
Y'all saw that prior. Y'all didn't care. We knew he came from fucking Nickelodeon.
Right.
Y'all didn't care.
I'm not saying nothing. I'm not saying I care about what's going on with him now. That's the thing. You're a misconception of it. But now the same way, it's no different. Some people still don't care that 50 Cent exposed things with Rick Ross, and now some people still bump his shit. Some people don't. But to look at it like, oh, he was just super authentic. That was never
when 50 exposed Ross.
He had Ross in his top 5 when 50 exposed him.
Sure.
I'm not saying that, but he said he was separating the man from the music.
But now you can't.
So
we're not saying you're not. Well, I'm not saying
he's saying he did because he did some foul shit to Freeway Rick, and he
like the nigga name.
Yeah.
No, what I was saying is, were you saying what you were saying now? When Kendrick himself was saying, "Shout out Drake, man, you looked out with the whoop." Were you saying the same rhetoric?
Was it about the culture before the beef?
And that's all I'm saying.
And that's what I've been on that page. Was it about the culture before the beef?
Was it about the culture for Rick Ross before you?
Because if that's the
was
case,
it about the culture with Rick Ross before you found out he was a
CEO?
just because
that was a job.
Just because you view something, then when you get new information or new facts, you might look at something different.
But you're supposed to change when you get new information.
What new information did you get on Drake? He the same nigga.
No,
but nothing's changed. But you changed your views on J. Cole because he decided to make to step out of it.
No, exactly. I changed my views because of an action that he did. Not
yes, and these the same way. See,
when I'm reading the lawsuit, I'm saying outside.
This like
defamation is more. That's the lead thing.
This
the promo shit, I do the same thing.
But why wouldn't you?
Hold on,
but look, this like this. Before I knew Drake did blackface, and then you come out, you see him do blackface,
or kissing underage girls on stage.
What the fuck is you doing?
Or kissing underage girls on stage.
It's like a bunch of evidence. Look. The truth is, people are gonna like Drake the same way.
Because you still like
his music. But the truth is, the culture, the cachet is stripped because he really didn't need it and he didn't know how to deal with it. It was too much for him in the first.
Listen, the truth is, West Coast is gonna be West Coast biased. And
I think it's the same. East Coast, South.
No, I'm not mad.
You can't
what
say
I'm
that if
is,
you're West Coast and you're not West Coast biased. So
I'm different than niggas. I'm different than niggas.
So you're the only nigga in the world.
I'm not the only nigga, but I'm different than niggas clearly. because he can't even answer my question. Were you saying the same things back then before
Kendrick did
The
not
same
need
things wasn't proved back then.
Kendrick did not need Drake validation. He was going to be great regardless because he was already on tour with Gang. He was going to be somebody that was going to make. He didn't need that assistant from Drake. Cool. Drake helped him out, but Drake's foreseeing something. Like, okay, this nigga's gonna be good. Let me be cool with this nigga. Let me show this. Let me little bro him. So when he blow up, I got him on my squad.
Did you say the same thing about him? Fuck this nigga.
I never fuck with Drake, bro. On my right hand, nigga, you know I don't fuck with Drake, bro.
I don't know that. I know that now. I know that now.
I know people that didn't really fuck with him.
Drake song, nigga. The first time I ever heard a Drake song, nigga, I was in a car with a chick, nigga. She played that song, Hey Hey. I'm like, what the fuck is it? I thought it was an R&B song. And I'm like, who is this nigga? She's like, oh, Drake, he used to be on the Degrassi. I'm like, okay, I'm thinking this is a R&B singer.
That's what
you didn't hear nothing prior to that?
Nigga, no, I don't. Nigga, do I look like I bumped Drake?
Not you bumping him. He was on the radio, nigga.
Bro,
it wasn't about you bumping him.
Bro,
he was on the radio. He was on the TV.
Nigga,
he was with Wayne doing features.
So,
like what?
Nigga, I was bumping Gang nigga at that time.
And culture.
This nigga's crazy.
Art and culture, right? Sure. Musically, Drake is what Nick Cannon aspired to be. Culturally, we accept Nick Cannon, but we do not accept Drake. Do you get it? So that's what's going on here.
Want to say it again?
It went over his head.
No, I didn't. Say it again.
So,
no, say it again.
So Drake and Nick Cannon are one and the same in different spectrums. Yeah. Musically, Drake is what Nick Cannon really wanted to be and wanted to be.
They're not the same.
No. Listen, no.
That's why I asked you to repeat it so I could compete.
Right, come on, explain.
And culturally,
Drake is
what Nick Cannon is. Culturally, we fuck with Nick Cannon.
Drake want to be Nick.
Yeah,
Drake want to be Nick.
But Nick Cannon wants.
But Nick Cannon want to be Drake. Entertainment wise, musically wise.
I see what you
how they came into the game.
He just saying they hold the.
Y'all lost me with that one because Nick Cannon, nigga, his daddy started a whole fucking Pyro hood out there. He's
saying him. He's saying how Nick is a.
I'm talking about Nick Cannon.
Star. He was an actor. Bunch of things. Rose in the business. Nickelodeon. Not his attachment.
Even his daddy, who he is, Nick Cannon never portrayed.
He never portrayed it.
I'm not saying.
I'm not saying that.
So he's saying.
What I'm saying is,
he's saying that Nick didn't use that culturally to get where he was.
Man, let's keep it real. Niggas just started accepting Nick when he got Wildin' Out.
Nah.
Oh no.
No.
Shout out to Nick Cannon number one. Shout out to Nick Cannon number one. You know how long the culture called Nick Cannon corny?
To this day.
That's what. So that's.
They're not really saying he corny. No, they're not.
That's why he really saying that. That's why he said they're one and the same, but he's accepted. It don't matter. We know who he is.
When he made Gigolo, his image.
That's the first song that came to mind. But that's the first song that came to my mind.
Compared to now,
that's his
we don't really look at Nick as corny.
Y'all get it though. The music. He moved away from the music into a space, but niggas do call Nick corny right to this day.
Niggas ain't calling Nick corny like that.
Man, stop lying. So we didn't call Nick.
Who's calling him corny today?
You're missing a point. He's saying because culturally we accepted him.
We did.
Culturally, y'all accepted Drake till he started beefing and got bodied. Nigga,
Drake was never part of the culture.
With him.
Drake was never part of the culture, bro.
Never was.
Drake
y'all
was
capping, bro.
No, we're not capping. Nigga. Drake was never part of the
culture,
culture,
bro.
Genuinely,
get your clip off.
Let me ask you this.
Get your clips off.
Hold on, bro. When did Drake ever influence you how to dress, how to talk, how to walk, how to do anything? Would you ever do any of that shit?
I didn't say Drake influenced me.
Nigga, that's part of the culture.
Drake did put a gang of niggas on.
Time out. When G-Unit was out.
The Drake stimulus.
What niggas he put on?
The Drake the Migos. We didn't give a fuck about the Migos.
Drake never influenced
the culture. Atlanta didn't give a fuck about the Migos.
No, we didn't give a fuck about the Migos.
So nobody. You mean when a pop record started to be marketed? You know, Versace was a big record like down there.
Versace.
That was a big record down there. He jumped on it, and then they got a national budget because Drake was on it to market it to you.
Yes,
that's what he represents. He represents a national budget at a pop level.
I'm from the West Coast, East Side, Long Beach. There was zero budget on the mixtape scene, and I still knew Papoose. I still knew Jay Mills. I still knew J Hood. I still knew Stack Bundles. I still knew Mossberg. These niggas had no budget, but I still knew the niggas.
When they're saying, he's to his point, when G-Unit came out, we wanted to get the G-Unit sneakers. Nigga,
we tied our do-rag up.
You know, when certain...
y'all arguing influence.
No, they're saying that. That's why they're saying culture.
He was ever kind of in the culture. I think everybody just liked him. He was like, you know what, we ain't tripping. And his daddy black. That's cool.
His daddy black, exactly.
I never said he influenced black culture. I'm talking about rap and I'm talking about hip hop.
But I'm saying culturally, he was never kind of saw this way. He was saw like adjacent.
Of course not.
But I think that's what the argument
We didn't
is.
look at Lupe Fiasco as
Yes, we
this. No, we didn't.
But he's a skater.
No, not until we found out about his background. When he
Well, I
came
knew
out,
about his background the whole
no,
time.
what I'm saying is,
I knew the whole time.
we didn't know when he made Kick Push. He came out with the glasses. We're like, okay,
but he was
some
never. But he
alternative
was
shit.
never. But he was never Drake.
Never.
Like you never thought of you. Okay, to be honest, let's just keep it clean. You never thought of Drake as a nigga.
I
Let's be honest.
I know I didn't.
You didn't. You always knew Lupe was a nigga. You
Sure.
might didn't know he was like a street nigga.
No, we thought he was an anime type skateboarder.
Sure, but you thought he was a nigga.
No, I didn't look at Lupe like a hood nigga.
No, I'm saying you thought of
You
him
knew he
as a
was black,
nigga.
Yeah.
Of course, I knew he was black. I never looked at Drake as black. I'm not saying that.
That's
I
what.
did.
But that's what I'm saying. You kind of knew Drake was like others.
Yes.
I
But
agree.
but you knew his pops was black. You knew you knew there was some subtle differences. But it was a way to me that he was dope, and you fuck with like this nigga make dope records. He making dope versions of black music.
Did you look at John
And his
B as
father
black?
No, John B ain't black.
He not.
But we accepted the nigga.
No,
He's
John
an
B make
R&B
black
singer. But
music.
he's
I know,
R&B.
but y'all accepted him. Y'all don't look at him like, oh,
No,
this
no.
Drake
We
ass
accept
nigga.
John B is making black music.
Correct,
Yeah,
but the
but-
culture
Like John B can't.
accepts
Niggas
John
not
B.
getting a John B haircut. Niggas ain't trying to walk around with what wavy and shit, bro. We're not doing that.
But John B is different. Like I think we understood Drake. So Drake's father is black. Like the way we see blackness here, like he'd be considered black. But we also understand there's a nuance, and we always did. So I
John
don't
B
think-
was John B on and off camera.
yeah.
It's
Like-
almost like if you black Drake, let's say because he's still black. You got black.
His
But you
father's
black
a black
already,
man.
but you trying to be black and you already
I
black.
think we arguing two different things. Because I'm only
Because
strictly
we said culture.
I'm only strictly talking music. Y'all talking some
No,
other shit.
no. I'm saying hip hop is it's a
It's a
artistic
culture. I get
expression.
it.
No, not so. What's been misunderstood is hip hop is a culture. No, hip hop is the artistic wing of a culture, right? It's the artistic wing of a culture. That he's not that art. It's like
Hip hop's culture, bro.
not really because
Yes.
what is hip hop language?
It's a culture. What you
Rap
mean?
is
Slang.
rap is what y'all do. Hip hop is the culture.
It's a
I think
culture.
hip hop is
No,
when I think of
I
hip hop,
think-
I think it's
break
break dancing, spray, graffiti.
What's crazy?
Like
all of
urban.
that's a
What's
part of
crazy
it.
for me, maybe because I'm younger, I never think about none of that. I think about the music, but I understand what
What
it came
origins.
from. Yeah.
But here's the question, right? Can anybody pick up a spray paint and be hip hop?
No.
No.
Can anybody pick up a microphone? Like when can anybody pick up a microphone and just be hip hop?
No, because it's Black American culture. That's where it stems from. That's where it's created from.
But I'm telling you, it's not even as general as that.
Shit.
You think it's more
Fuck,
refined
it's
than
more
that?
niche than that.
Nuances.
Shit, it even get deeper than that because the problem is certain people will look at that and be like, I don't know, that shit
Question
ain't
it.
right
Yeah, it still ain't enough.
because it's like, see, Dolores Tucker ain't hip hop. It didn't matter that she black and from America, which I
Well, she part of the culture now because Tupac put me up on her.
yeah, but she's not a part of the culture. She's a black woman in America.
She was in opposition.
And
She's
then
not-
hip
that's
hop
what- but that's why I
is
know of her.
Hip hop is something she was like, yeah, I'm not fucking with this. There was a tons of black people from America that didn't fuck with hip hop. So when we generalize it, because our generation is a little closer and we feel like it, I think that's the thing. And I think hip hop has been more niche than that the whole time.
I'm not saying all Black Americans are hip hop.
That's
but
what
I'm
we
saying
should say.
no. But I'm saying hip hop is Black American culture.
I think it's more of a. I think it's
Black
more of a
American
age.
culture has different subsets of different cultures. You got Black
Okay.
Americans
But I'm
that's Gothics,
But
Okay.
They're not
You got
hip-hop.
the skateboarders, you got the gangsters. I
but that
understand.
does not make
But-
hip hop
but-
not
hold
Black
on,
American
hold on.
culture.
So
though,
we're not a
because it
monolith,
comes
is
from
what you're
us.
saying.
Yeah, we're not a monolith, but it's still Black American
But I
culture.
think hip hop is a monolith. And I think
Fuck no,
yes,
no.
it is.
You got
Some
backpack
genres.
niggas.
Yeah.
You got gangster rappers.
But Jurassic 5 ain't no
Conscious.
different. Jurassic 5 ain't no different than Ice Cube.
Talib Kweli ain't the fucking same as King Von.
No.
Or Lil Durk.
Talib Kweli is the same as Jay-Z.
No, come on. Jay-Z said he want to rhyme like them niggas. Come on.
Because he do rhyme like
We
that.
called them backpack niggas. Oh yeah, you rock his records ass.
But that
niggas.
don't
We
change
didn't
that.
look at them as a 50 Cent.
But the only difference is they just writing raps. There is no different. Like, again, when you get to the nicheness of culture, like, I get the idea that, yes, black people in America in this specific thing created hip-hop as we know it. But what I'm saying specifically is it's even more niche than that. It's like very special and it's worth protecting. Not to keep it away from other black people, because if somebody black from America wants to participate, nigga, you gonna put them on. But I'm saying it's very specific and it's a very specific experience. You know what I mean? I get it. It feel like Jurassic 5 and Ice Cube is worlds apart. They not. It feel like Talib and Nas and Jay-Z, they're not. It feel like Lupe and Chief Keef is world apart. They not. I mean, not Chief Keef.
They worlds apart.
Let's say I got you. Do or Die, and Lupe. They're not worlds apart. They're not. It just feels like that. They're not though. So I'm saying with Drake specifically, I don't think we ever was trying to keep Drake out of the culture. I think Drake lusted the culture, right? That's a real thing. He lusted how he lived. I know that shit fucked up, but it's true, right? Because he's seen it as like,
hey, how much they paying you for running these?
But you said
gotta be getting paid.
No, hold on. No, you said Lupe.
you sound like a Smith.
Hold on, nah.
Nigga.
But you said
Damn.
Lupe Do or Die not worlds apart. Then why do you consider J. Cole being worlds apart? Because like he said, because he grew up in the Ville. He said he grew up in where things happen in the streets.
Do you feel like that?
I've heard him talk about things, but I've seen.
You feel like when you hear him talk, you be like, man, you know what? He grew up right where I grew up at.
Nah, I don't think about that.
But it's a rapper. But
I don't think about that with Lupe either. But I know Lupe grows up in a city where.
So you don't see TK when you hear Lupe. You don't hear the same thing that's happened right there in the beach. Right?
TK was still in some shit.
Lupe is still in some
made
shit.
cut to stay out of shit.
But Lupe still in some shit, and Lupe records sometimes about being in some shit.
But what I'm saying is you can't necessarily go by the sound, because I could take a nigga that's not from the hood that grew up on the block, and you would never know the way he talk, the way he act. It's some anime niggas
Like
that
Kendrick.
came off the block.
Not
Like Kendrick.
Kendrick talk like the rest of them.
No, Kendrick talking like the rest of niggas. I'm saying there's niggas in your hood.
Kendrick and Eazy-E shit ain't that far apart. Again, man, like.
So you talking about affiliate?
No, what I'm saying is you can't just say, oh, he don't sound or talk like us, he not from. No, it's some little niggas
it ain't nobody
that's from where we from, but don't talk, act nothing like we do. But they still
I'm not
grew
saying,
up on that same block.
I'm not saying
And they not hip hop.
Agreed.
But I'm saying, but that's my point. That's why I'm being a little bit more niche when I'm saying just because you grew up here, that don't mean you hip hop. Just because you black in America, don't mean you really get hip hop. It do mean you can have access and you can understand, but it don't particularly mean that's how you express yourself artistically. Motherfucker could be rock. Motherfucker could be motherfucking funk. Them all our shit too.
You be trolling, girl.
I'm dead serious.
You said the same thing I said from jump.
I keep telling you, we say the same thing. It's just this much fucking difference. Then I say, this nigga be like, no, nigga, you wrong. And say the same fucking point in a different way. I'm just clarifying to me, I'm trying to push your position into a place, homie, where, like, even from the initial conversation, I'm trying to make sure you know the burden of responsibility is on us. It ain't on them. It ain't on them. Like, and that shit fucked up because they got their own responsibility. But our responsibility is how we present them and what we do for them. That's the only reason why we here. Trust me, it ain't gonna take much for your life to change. I promise you, it's gonna happen real fast and it'll be different. But then it'll be like, what am I doing? Are you pursuing it further just to have more? Or are you pursuing it more to be an asset to all the people that we know? Like, that's the whole point. What good other than that? Who doing this to get a 30-bedroom house?
I think everything.
Some niggas, and that's why the culture has downgraded, because you got the niggas infiltrating to try to get the 30-room house. They don't care about the art. They don't care about the culture. They don't care about putting niggas on.
That's
what niggas is trying to just eat.
And that's how they view Drake. What you just described, that's how people...
Even like when you say, like,
Drake help niggas. He put a gang of niggas on.
I understand that. See,
Drake,
if you pay attention... No, I'm not saying how you live. I get it. But culturally, people look... That's how they see it.
Then why he ain't signed a nigga to his label and broke a nigga?
I said the same thing.
We said that. We've been said that.
Not I get on the hottest cultural record that give me cultural credibility in Atlanta.
I said the same thing.
He doesn't have his own Young
with this
Money.
cultural phenomenon out of Memphis that this nigga is just Black Boy JB, where I can just see the Memphis all over him. Or I fuck with this little Compton nigga that's buzzing on the net and he like a Compton nigga they fucking with, and I take him on tour. Show me where he put on a street nigga from
He can't
Toronto,
do that because he's not.
There's a lot of rappers who didn't.
It doesn't matter.
No,
but you said
breaking them.
But you
is a
said
real talent.
but you said that's a stimulus package.
Somebody on.
Drake can't do that.
It's different because you have to have cultural cachet to make that work without the record. Now, if somebody got the cachet and you come in and you can get them the budget, it didn't change Draco's career.
It didn't change
They
their
didn't
career.
really they didn't promote that song. They didn't do nothing with that song.
What do you mean they didn't promote
But
it?
it's the
They didn't
Drake.
promote
It's a
that song.
stimulus
They-
package.
It's a stimulus.
He-
No,
As
it
long
wasn't
as
a
he
fucking.
jump on
No,
it,
it wasn't a
long as-
single. It wasn't on the.
It wasn't
I'm
a
saying-
They put it out as a
As
Hell
long
no,
as
we
Drake
saw
jump
that.
on it,
It
long
was
as
a
Drake
Drake
jump on it, it's supposed to
but
be
you're
the
missing
package.
the
Where'd you see it at?
You're
Where
missing
did they promo that like
Yeah.
Drake and Draco? They did.
But you said he
They
can
did,
wake up
but
and
you-
do that with
But
the
you
album
missing the
without
point
promo.
of what I'm saying
And
to
it'll
you.
still be the same
That's the
thing.
real stimulus of it. The real stimulus is when a label see that you got this other on this record that can say nigga, that ain't no nigga, and they know what this shit doing, and they put $300,000 into that record because they like this shit, we know what he gonna do. That's the stimulus package. That's the stimulus
That's why he
package.
blackface, because he know he can take it on and take it off.
I don't know.
You could listen. You could put somebody. Listen,
You ain't
like
seen
I
the
done reiterated,
No,
nigga.
there you go.
You give Ross the same budget.
You give Ross $6 million, he said
Give Ross 6
first
million.
week.
Give Ross 6 million.
He said
Put him
200,000
on-
first week.
Put him on the exact same songs. He's not doing the same thing as you putting Drake on.
But I don't think it's because Drake is more talented.
even with the budget, nigga, you still have to have the talent.
I
you
don't
still
think
gotta
I don't
be
think
the
Drake
artist, the
is more
person.
talented than Rick Ross though. I think Drake has access to different budgets and people don't see him like they see you. That's the only
So
difference.
he's ultimately like the mixed breed of an Eminem.
And he's not even a mix.
Yeah,
Not
he
even
can tap into different people.
So
who
he got
won't
the
listen to
Eminem
you.
effect.
He has
yes.
a
Let's
bigger
be
fan
honest.
base.
It's people who don't like niggas that listen to Drake.
Wait,
I know. I made
you
that
said
point
you,
before.
You was about to say Drake has a bigger influence than Eminem?
No, negative.
Oh,
I
fuck
wasn't
no.
gonna say that.
Put them drugs down.
No. What you about to say? No.
I forgot.
It was
Jesus.
But I was gonna say overall, it makes to my point earlier when I was talking about they not like us. It could have been anybody, regardless you talk about the budget or not. But Kendrick being Kendrick made that song take off.
Exactly.
Not just in the same
Part of
thing.
it-
The
part of
same
it
thing
in the
with
middle.
Drake. Drake makes good music, so yes, his package is a little different.
I mean, even
They not like us ain't doing the numbers or the impact without
Clearly
it
it
being,
is.
without it being too Drake.
But no, without it, if it was not like us and it was just that song, period,
It's not doing the same
It's doing
thing.
the same
It's
thing.
not going to the Super
It's
Bowl.
doing the same
It's not
thing.
doing the same. No, the fuck it's not.
it's doing the same.
You niggas is cap.
So
if he
that's-
just dropped, they not like us.
If that
See,
song was, if that
it's
song
not going to the Super Bowl, nigga.
It's going.
Here's a question. And we can wrap this up. So if that's the case, then why Family Matters and do that?
What you mean?
Because he's
None
not
of
like
his
us.
other
Not,
songs.
it was Family Matters. You got
Meet
the Grant. Was it Meet the
I don't
Grants?
even know, man. Well, you know him.
Why
The
Family
Drake
Matters?
song.
I don't know.
Are you gonna put him on him like
This nigga crazy.
The
Now
Drake
you
diss
know
it.
him.
Why
Why
didn't the
Family
Drake
Matters?
diss
Family
it?
Matters wasn't as good of a song.
That's my
That's
point.
his point.
But what I'm saying is the impact of Not Like Us hit the way it hit because it was a diss record to Drake.
No, because the song
Not just
was
'cause it
good.
was
That
a
means
smash.
all
It's
that means
Warrior
all three
was
of
the
his
best
songs
song.
would have did that.
It's both, bro. It's both, right? It's how great of a record it is, and the whole world is watching this competition. Like, this was the biggest battle rap music has ever had. Like, both competitors ain't hip hop. One is a pop artist, the other one's a hip hop success that has switched over because he had some #1 songs. But here's this pop, like Madonna.
Yeah,
Feel me? Like,
exactly.
this big deal. The whole world tunes into
and
it.
got slain. And-
Does he perform that at the Super Bowl if it's not a Drake diss song?
What's funny is I can't believe he performed it at the Super Bowl.
I could, for sure.
But that makes you understand
Right,
how
man.
big that record is, and at that moment where America, if y'all don't know, man, America has been going through some shit since this man got in office. Straight up, bro. So it's like country music took over. There's a lot of things that's happening. Feel me? That's been beneficial because of the current climate. So I think both of y'all points. It's fair that battle definitely elevated the attention of what was
But
happening.
we could say if wasn't for anything, if Drake never got with Wayne, would he beat Drake? We could
No,
say if
no
about
chance.
what I'm saying is we could say if about a lot of stuff. The fact is he made the song and the song made it to the Super Bowl, and that's just that.
Drake was happy being the top three. Kendrick told that.
And Drake and Kendrick was in the Super Bowl 2 years before that.
He
He didn't
Exactly.
headline. He didn't.
It don't
headline.
matter. He was
No, nigga, it's different. He headline.
It don't matter,
It's
though.
different.
It don't-
You're
But if the
headlining.
song, if the
nigga.
song wasn't the good song, it would have never
The
made
only
it.
person
There.
that performed at the Super Bowl twice too.
Exactly.
Drake,
Ooh,
him?
ever
Yeah,
This
for
is
sure.
Drake,
Think
ain't
about
nobody
it.
that performed twice.
within a 2 to 3 year span.
Yeah, remember they did it the year the weak ass Rams won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I recall that.
So
So
he's
that's-
gonna win again, by the way.
Anyway, so like I said, he did it twice.
Stop
But
that.
the fact is, Kendrick makes great music.
He always
Whether
been
he's
great.
talking about
He was
Drake or
always
not.
a
I
way
never
better.
said he don't.
But he does not need Drake to be successful, bro. He does not
Nobody's
need Drake to be
saying
number one.
that.
No,
Who
yes,
said that?
You are. You're saying They Not Like Us would not been a great hit if he was not.
It would have
talking
not been at the Super
It would
Bowl.
have been. I think it'd have been a low. I think it'd have been a good West Coast.
Yeah,
bang.
so
It's over anyway.
Yeah, all right.
We can wrap it up.
All right,
Yeah,
we
y'all show.
wrap it up,
Y'all
man.
spin it,
VwP, y'all know what's going on, man. VwP, no way.
Praise God.
Share, like,
Alhamdulillah.
subscribe, like the
No
video, like the
service, tap
video.
in, man. Y'all
Shout out
know.
to Glass and Malone, man. He mastered being in this content mode.
Shout out to Glasses.
Shut up.
We gonna have to get Glasses down where we at, so he can power with us.
Run it back up.
We appreciate you letting us pull up.
Sure, bro.
Always, it's love,
Appreciate
man.
that.
VwP, no way, man.
It's all
I'm out
good,
of
man.
here.
Appreciate
Bang.
it.
Bang.
Oh God and all the heavens. That was a good one.
I don't know, man. Y'all both right.
I don't know how the Glass know what the fuck going on.
Yeah,
I don't know how they
but
going to
they
the
finna
Super
kill
Bowl
us
without
for
it
bringing us
being
up that Drake shit.
And
But
I
now,
don't know.
Ain't no handouts, I did it from the ground up. In the streets, thugging hardest where they found us. Got a problem, nigga, watch my troopers mount up. My bitch is bang too, and you a lame though. You niggas ain't outside, yeah, we came through. You want your lights up, we put you on the shade.